Welcome back to the Oh So Spurs live show where we're going to be watching Spurs versus AZ Alkmaar. Stu will be joining us very shortly. He is just pouring himself a gin and tonic, I believe. But great to have you on. A good lineup. What do people make of that? Hello, Hyper Noise. Good to see you. Shafay, good to see you, my friend. Love to have you both in the chat. I guess the only complaint people are going to have is Timo Werner. But it is a rare yet brilliant news that Mikey Moore is in the team for today. So really, really excited. Hey, Michael, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. What does everyone make of the lineup? We all happy? A little bit different, but I think most of the changes are expected, right? Ben Davies at left centre back, got to rest those hamstrings for Mickey. Even though I understand his dad is from the town or city of AZ Alkmaar himself, although he did profess to not being a fan. Sean, the Goonasair, starting us off with a bang. As soon as
What
Stu
a
comes
legend.
in,
What an
Sean
absolute
Goonas. Oh
Lunas
shit, my camera's
player.
falling off. I'm so excited.
Look what you did now, Sean. You've excited him so much.
Sean Goonaslayer.
Full respect to you, Peter, and the rest of you in the land down under, getting up at this time of the morning.
Right, I am back. Coming back. Sorry
It
about
looks
that.
like what's the name of that horror film that they did in the woods?
There's a lot of horror films in the
The
woods.
Blair Witch Project.
The Blair Witch Project.
The
Thank you.
handheld cameras.
But thank you very much, Sean. Absolute legend, mate. Keeping us alive as a show. Good to see you, Peter. I heard you saying, Stu, good morning to him in Sydney. Yeah, no side today, unfortunately. He had a very sad situation with a loss of a friend. So all the best to Sai. He can't be with us, but for bigger and better things. Maybe Johnny will jump in later in his Lancashire Bomber. Never know. Stu, do you know much about these guys? You follow the Divinese.
AZ, yeah, they've had actually, they started the season really, really well. But they had a bit of a streak, I think it's 3 consecutive losses. They had a tough loss at the weekend. They were at home against PSV, which is obviously my team. And they went down to 10 men early on, and then obviously lost. But that's good for us because it hopefully means that they'll be slightly knackered, having had to do the extra running to go for the lost man. But they're not a bad side. They are the kind of the big team behind obviously the big 3 of PSV, Feyenoord, and Ajax. One of the few teams to actually win the league every 20 years. There isn't one of those 3. But they lost their big striker, the Greek in the summer, which is why Parrott's gone there to start for them. So that's kind of in our favor, as they're still struggling to find the goals. And Parrott, although he scored 6 goals, 4 of them did come in one game against Heerenveen. So yeah, I'm hoping that I haven't just bollocked it up in his incoming brace for Troy Parrott.
It's just classic. You can see the stats. Parrott scores more at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for AZ than he does in his whole career.
Exactly.
At the Tottenham Stadium. But so they're not in the best of form, but they're a third biggest team in Holland. Then fourth biggest team in Holland. Where are they currently in the table as a club?
They are, I think, 5th.
Okay.
They were second until recently, until that kind of slide, and now Utrecht is second, and then Ajax and Feyenoord have passed them. So yeah, I just had a look. They're still 5th.
It's really exciting to see Mikey Moore, isn't it? Finally starting. Go on.
No, I was going to say it's great. I mean, to be honest, it's what I was expecting. Moore on the right, Werner on the left, because Odegaard is obviously not ready to start yet, coming back from injury, and obviously they're going to rest Johnson and Son.
Yeah, and when I saw Werner's name pop up, I thought, oh, for goodness sake, can we just start Mikey Moore? And then I saw his name too, and it was all forgiven. But I kind of want Werner to have a good game, because there's rumours now we're going to cancel his contract in January. Not cancel it, but
allow him to find another home.
Yeah, allow him to move on if he wants to. But I kind of don't see the point, because we didn't pay anything for him. We're only paying half his wages. He may as well rot on our bench. Like, he's got... If we had an injury crisis where Odegaard, Mikey Moore, and Son weren't available, It's better to have Timo Werner, isn't it, than chucking on, someone completely unknown from our academy.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if you agree or not, but I think the only way we let him go is if we bring someone else in, or we really think that Yang is ready to hit the ground running when he arrives.
Yeah, agree. So yeah, I guess that's a big thing. Is Yang ready? Will be the thing. But I've got a theory that we'll probably just end up sending him out on loan as soon as he arrives. But let's see. Deej is going to hop in as well, which is good news. So we're going to have 3 of us tonight. But if you, as a listener, would like to hop in, you are also welcome. I will be sharing the link a bit later on. Werner takes up his place in the squad in Europe. He does. I would like to see him booted. No, but we've had this discussion a few times, haven't we? It's I guess you take him out and you put Spence in. Yeah, that's the only real option.
But if Werner goes, you basically Yang doesn't qualify as a kid, so he would take Werner's place in January. The only way we get in Spence is if we get rid of Forster. But the fact that he's picked Forster again, which to be honest, it's the only decision that he's making that does my head in.
Yeah.
I just don't understand that. I just do not understand the logic of sticking with Forster.
Unless he really thinks Austin is that bad that he can't.
Yeah, but he was the one who gave him an extended contract in the summer. So.
How far into the game are you, by the way, Stu?
I am 47 seconds. You?
I'm 22. So yeah, I just have kicked off late, right? Because it was an 8 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, I think there was issues with traffic again, wasn't there?
Okay, fair enough. Cancel his loan, says Chaffee, and give the Europa spot. I think I agree with giving the Europa spot to someone else. I don't really see the point in cancelling the loan. Like, he may as well just sit idly on our bench in the case of an injury crisis, right? And then you got someone to play if Odeber and Kulusevski and Son and Yang are all unavailable and more. What about score predictions? What do you reckon, Stu?
I'm gonna go 2-0 just because I think the idea of a clean sheet with Forster is kind of funny. When our first choice back line can't keep a clean sheet, and I'm hoping Mikey Moore and Richie score.
Mikey Moore and Richie in a 2-0 win.
You?
That would be I'm going to go for 3-1 Spurs. Go for Maddison, Richarlison, and Werner to score with 2 assists from Mikey Moore.
That would be amazing. I'm hoping that Bergvall has a good game because he hasn't really had a really good game since he's joined us, has he?
No, he's always been positive in his play, but it didn't really come off for him the last couple of games, did it? We got Deej in the house.
Hey, Deej in the house.
How are you,
doing, sir?
Doing good.
Which jersey are you rocking today?
Just an Adidas one.
Oh, it looked like a South American club or something. I thought you might have.
Those are strictly off the podcast.
Are you happy with the lineup, Deej?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I wish. Yeah, I think so.
I think everyone just happy to see Mikey Moore start, right?
Yes.
The only thing I understand why, because obviously Porro needs a break and he doesn't have Spence, but I really would love for Gray to actually get a chance to play in midfield for once, because I don't think he's done that yet, has he?
Very true. We all signed him thinking he was going to be the midfielder we needed, and he ended up being the right back and centre back that we didn't realise we needed. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what his long-term position is. If he's always going to be a utility player.
Yeah, because he himself said he wanted to be a midfielder.
Yeah. Some decent start here. Mikey Moore with a decent cross down on the right. Berryvale with some positive play. It's quite a good to have competition for places in midfield as well as at the moment. I don't think we really know who our first choice is again between Bentancur and Basuma. So a big game for Lolo, right?
I think, Biss has been dropped, maybe, was it once?
Mm-hmm.
And every single time that he's been available. So have I just missed something?
I think
I
Deej
might,
is ahead of us there.
I'll pause it. What where are you guys at?
341 I am, and
Oh yeah.
I just changed channel to see
Stu's
if
at
another
410 probably.
one. Now I'm at 440.
Oh god, you guys are miles ahead.
I'm at
I'm 425 now.
I'm at
No, not that's.
437.
We just have a good chance, did we?
Yeah.
It's coming for me. Unfortunately, it wasn't on Centanta Sports, so I've had to watch it on
It's on
TNT.
TNT. Yeah.
Yeah. My TNT stream is behind.
Why is okay?
Come on, Spurs. So decent cross from Werner there into Moore, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really nice cross from Werner into Moore.
I have to feel that one. Okay. Be real.
Well, you'll put it. Who are you putting that on?
I mean, I don't think it's anyone necessarily wrong. Just it's one of those you wish you could put away, but
Yeah,
didn't.
I think he should have scored that. It was a really good cross from Werner on the left into Moore, who was 5 yards, 6 yards out,
Yeah.
and he just headed it wide from there. Just a bit
Oh,
disappointing.
what a
Yeah. Just see the
oh,
Madison chance.
Ragusin. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Chances all over the shop. What are your
But very,
score
very
predictions in the
positive
comments?
start.
Yeah, it's a positive start.
DJ, you haven't given us your
That's
prediction.
true. I haven't. I'm gonna go with I think a 3-0, assuming we don't get any dumb reds. I don't know. I just don't. I like to believe in our.
Oh, Richie.
We need to get ourselves synced up here.
Oh.
GG.
So, why is it that Glenn's so miserable?
Yeah, he's been really. He used to be all biased towards us. He used to quite like he was the one guy we had, and nowadays he's grumpy, Glenn Hoddle, isn't he, about us? Maybe we took away his
I was going to say
free
maybe we took away his
tickets.
hospitality or something.
Yeah. Maybe we told all the old legends. That's why Gaza was upset that you can come, but you can't bring all your mates.
No, but it wasn't even that. He wasn't even going to show up. It was just his mates without him, which is why the club said no.
True. Although everyone jumped to the defense of him on that one.
Because it's either take a club legend or, Daniel Levine.
Yeah. There's one winner on Twitter in that fight for sure.
Oh!
We have had 3 fantastic chances now. It could be 3-0. Jesus. It's that high press as well that's winning us these chances.
I was reading on a Dutch football site today, the Dutch coach of Ferencváros was saying, the way that AZ had to set up to beat us, and because, yes, they have the high press, but if you get past that, they're quite easy to pick apart because the defense is so wide open. And I'm thinking, well, you didn't really do that against us, but it's one thing saying it, but it's another actually beating that high press.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Spurs. Berryvale's playing quite well, though. Positive to see.
I think everyone's playing.
Yeah.
Well.
Did you? I liked Mickey Osa saying that because all the Dutch press were trying to say, "Oh, it must be a special game for you," playing AZ.
Yeah.
Because his dad lives in Alkmaar and stuff. He's like, "Yeah, no, not at all. No affinity with the club whatsoever. Couldn't care less."
Completely mugged them off that my dad's from there, but whatever. Don't care. He was interesting, Mickey van der Ven, in that press conference. You could tell he was younger. See the way he handled some of those questions.
Obviously, you guys don't understand the Dutch, but I was really impressed because the Dutch journalists were using the you, and he was using the polite you in response. So he was kind of showing deference to the journalists, which they weren't showing to him, which I thought was also very interesting.
Oh, so he was showing manners and they weren't?
Yeah.
So they've already got an injury and they're already making a change. AZ.
Shame.
Like, yeah. And
Oh,
Ben
no, wait.
Bommel's, is he not?
I missed the beginning because my daughter was watching Friends. But what kind of reception did Parrot get?
I didn't have the
I
volume
missed it.
on.
I just got out of a meeting right before I had this. The joys of watching in America.
I nearly went actually because there were quite a few spares around. I thought, do I just drive to the stadium instead of driving home and just go grab one of those tickets? But it's the killer on the way back when you got 8 a.m. meetings the next day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you don't get home till like 1 a.m. So I just can't stomach it tonight. Not for AZ, unfortunately.
Not even
That
for Troy
much.
Parrott.
Not even for Troy, of all people. Yeah. So we could have had 3. Their bench isn't full, by the way, AZ. So I'm assuming they've got a bit of an injury crisis.
They've got some injuries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, also coincided obviously with their slide of 3 defeats.
Hello, Howard.
Hey, Howard in the
How you-
house.
How are you doing? How's in the house? Oh, how's.
So what does everyone in the chat think the result's going to be? Haven't seen any predictions.
Yeah, score predictions, please, and goal scorers. Whoever gets it right wins something. I don't know. What can we give people?
I was gonna say, don't write any checks we can't cash.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, go on, go!
I love having
What?
a.
Do you watch it on like Peacock out there? Do you? What do you watch
Yep.
it on?
Paramount Plus for
Oh, wow.
all the Europa games. Oh,
And
Yeah.
how much does that cost you?
I don't know. I don't pay for it.
3-0, Shafay says.
Wait, that's what I'm talking about. I love
Feeling
watching
confident, but Forster? Yeah, we had this discussion there, Wayne. Little
Yeah, I
confused
mean,
by him being in the
Yeah.
squad still.
I'd love
But
a better.
he's our Scott Carson light. Both massive, both popular in the dressing room, both terrible goalkeepers way past their prime. But they fill a spot because they're both homegrown.
Yeah, he could be good for the vibes on the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pay him
True.
to come with them.
Go on, Werner. Yeah, I thought so.
Zebedee is there. What was that? Was that a shot? Like a pass.
Am I behind y'all now?
I'm at 12:31.
Yeah. Okay.
How's 3-1 with Mikey Moore, Benny, and Werner. Benny? I'm having a brain fart here.
Benny.
Who's Benny?
Ben Davis.
Ben Davis. That is a bold prediction.
I don't know, man. He's
He's got a shot on him.
I swear every time he's every time he plays, I swear he's getting on the end of at least one corner.
Mm.
At least so far this season. Like I don't think he's scoring them, but he's putting himself in dangerous positions.
Oh, it says Bentancur.
Benton.
Oh, okay.
I'd love a Benton goal.
But do you
I
remember
love
when
midfielder goals in general.
when he was rivaling Danny Rose for the left back spot, and he went through a season with more goals and assists than Danny Rose did? I think he scored something like 4 or 5.
Yeah. Yeah, Sean the Gooner Slayer donated. Deej
Yeah.
again. You missed the Sean Gooner Slayer song, so
It caused Jim
Heartbreaking.
to have an earthquake.
it did. It made me break my camera in excitement. Nice from Matters there. It was, Howard.
Yeah.
So, Deej, do you like pina coladas? Did you miss that part of the chat?
I did miss
was
that part of the
disgusting.
chat.
Mm.
That was wrong on so many layers. You missed nothing, Deej.
Glad to hear
What's wrong,
that.
darling? You haven't touched your pina colada.
Although beans
Very
on toast is so underrated. It's such a simple thing, but so good.
It is.
I
It is.
blocked
What
you
is
said.
your football scran in Australia, guys, or wherever you are watching from? Like, what would you typically go for in your home towns,
You know-
cities, and countries?
I'm trying to think. US is
I can-
too
Go on, Richie.
expensive
Go
to
on.
eat anything.
Oh, good
US
finish by
would,
Richie.
I just assume, would be similar to the UK. It'd be burger and a beer and a hot
Hot
Yeah,
dog,
dog.
pretty much.
that kind of stuff. Although Spurs, our stadium has made it so posh that I now get the soul sub is my go-to at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium now. I wonder why they've got a whole food segment of the stadium dedicated and branded as soul food. Might be something to do with our big name.
I think it's because we
Winger.
just signed that guy from
Oh yeah,
Korean
probably
League.
that.
Probably
Probably
make
that.
it to home, I think.
But the soul sub is
What's in
delicious.
it?
It's like marinated, spicy, sticky chicken with
Ooh,
sesame
like
seeds on it. In
Korean
a,
barbecue chicken.
yeah, kind of
Oh,
butchered
nice.
in an English way, and then stuffed into like a brioche hot dog bun. Oof, it's pretty nice.
Nice.
But you can get your fish and chips there. Yeah, that was unlucky. That was a great finish by Richie as well. It's a shame the whistle
Yeah, it
went for
was.
that.
He kind of seemed to look fall over his own feet.
So we got. Oh God, I don't want to say it aloud, but we do actually have a fully fit squad now. Then there's no one missing.
Spence hasn't trained yet, has he? I think he's still out. Or did he train?
He's in training.
Okay.
He was training individually.
Individual. Minkia Figa. That was so close to conceding.
We were close to seeing.
We were close to conceding. That was awful.
How did that not? How did no one get on the end of that? That's crazy. That's
There
why
were
we sold
three of
Troy
them.
Barrett, I guess.
There were 3 of them lined up and they all missed it.
I know.
God, that was poor.
Man United are beating
Ooh, look at that.
Fenerbahce.
Oh, really? They're beating Mourinho?
Yeah, Ericsson
Oh,
scored.
Mourinho's going to love that. He started so well as well, but apparently he's already,
Sounds familiar.
yeah.
Given it's 5:30 here, it's probably bacon and eggs. But where is here, Wayne? It's in Australia, right?
It's got to be Oz.
Bacon and eggs. I'm glad that. Oh yeah, they should have scored. Bloody hell. Usually a pie, says Zebedee. Where are you again, Zebedee? You have told us this before. Should know. Should know that. I'm assuming you're in Oz because you've got a picture of Ange in a Celtic gear there. Or maybe you are a Celtic fan as well. Oof. Gold Coast, that was it. That was
Oh,
it.
yeah, that was our
yeah. So we've got Rob Daly coming on. Many of you may know he's the commentator, and he works for Spurs. If you have any questions for him, let us know because we want to make the most of that podcast episode with him.
I think the closest that we have to our food culture in sports is all centered around.
Go on, Mikey.
It's all centered around baseball, not football or football or.
I loved. I've only been to one game when I was in Phoenix. We went to see the Arizona Cardinals. Is it?
Yeah. Or for the football or
No, the baseball.
baseball would be the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, Diamondbacks. Sorry. And I loved the experience of ordering food and having it brought to my chair. I mean, that was totally another level.
It's they I mean because it's a baseball game. What are you gonna do? Watch the game?
Yeah, it was boring as hell. It finished 1-0. It's the most boring 4 hours of my life.
Yeah, you go to the baseball game to go drink a few overpriced beers and eat some overpriced food.
Sounds like cricket. We were sorting earlier, looking at us waste a corner there. It wasn't actually too bad, the corner. The stats we were looking at earlier behind corners, because we don't score from very many. Out of every 100 corners, Deej, do you see? Guess how many the highest, most proficient corner takers in the league score on average? So the 3 top teams, one's Everton, one's Arsenal, and I forget the other one is. They all score the same number of goals every 100 corners based on the last year.
Corners, it's got to be like 4 or 5, right? It can't be higher.
6.
Yeah, okay.
So we're pretty low third. We're like the bottom third. Guess how many we score every 100?
4.
Yeah,
4. Yeah. So the difference between the top and the bottom is 2 goals more per 100 corners. So you can see why we don't put that much focus in it, because the amount of extra training that must go into making sure you can get those 2 extra goals.
Oh, Mikey Moore. Sorry.
Is you're going to have to take that training away from other areas, aren't you? So I can see why Ange is probably like, well, I could get 2 more goals over 5 games, focusing on my press, movements, and other areas.
But did you see Ange did criticize? I mean, he didn't say matters, but he made it clear whose fault it was that that first half that our set piece taking was poor.
What do you call that matters today?
He didn't say matters. He just said in the first half our set piece taking was poor. Execution was poor.
Well, the guy taking his set pieces and executing his matters. So
exactly.
their left winger, Koku looks a threat. I'll keep an eye on him. Howes says Richie Brace. That would be nice.
Yeah.
I still think we can get Richie to a level where he's scoring 10 to 15 goals a season.
I think last season he proved it before he got injured.
Yeah. It's just if he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
He can't.
Yeah, Koku does look good. He has actually done a couple of really, really good runs. He did about just on my screen. I'm a bit behind you guys. Koku. Check out his stats on FBref. Do we need to start anyone in January, guys? It's getting close now. That chat starts soon.
I mean, if January is always a window of opportunity, right? Like if you've got the chance to improve the squad, then go for it. But I think realistically, we'll be more focused on getting probably a loan for Min Hyuk Yang, because he arrives in January, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we'll loan him straight out, or do we think we'll acclimatize him for 6 months?
I would prefer acclimatizing him, to be honest. But I think at this point, like, it kind of depends on how far along his English is. I definitely don't think you loan him to a non-English speaking country.
I would hope. I mean, I don't know if they do, but I would hope that knowing that he's known for 6 months that he's coming here.
I know he's already started. I know he's already started learning.
Oh, okay.
English, but it's 6 months.
6 months is a long time to learn a language if you put the effort in.
That's true, but he's also got to do football things.
Yeah, football is what they do. They only do 3 hours a day of actual training.
There's not much overlap with Korean and English, though, is there?
No.
It's not like they're both Latin languages that have overlapped.
No, it's totally different.
So it's probably going to take a while. Yeah, everyone's played okay so far. I do wonder if we'll, on the 60th minute, if it's still like this, just go and bring on Solanke and Kulusevski and try to kill it off.
I would assume so.
I would hope that we're a couple goals to the good by then, and then we can bring on the likes of Odegaard and Lancashire.
Oh yeah, I want to see Odegaard.
Well, not a completely dull game, but not the most exciting so far.
I mean, we're putting in the effort. I think I
mean, we've had how many shots? Let's have a look. We've had 4 shots, 1 on target, 60% possession. So they've had 1 shot. So there's only been 5 shots all game, but it has only been 20 minutes. So yeah.
I mean, we'll put one of these in the back of the net at some point.
Say hello.
Hello, Mini Stew. I've got my bring your kid to work day on Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
My son is buzzing. He always wants to go to work with me in the mornings, and now he's going to come. I'm sure after 10 minutes he'll be saying, "Can I go home now?"
I remember when I brought mine when they were little, sitting at the chair in front of my desk. They were all excited.
Definitely going to bring an iPad with Peppa Pig on it.
Oh yeah.
As soon as I start my 2-hour forecast call, he'll be like, "I never want to grow up."
That's what I tell my kids all the time. 'Cause they're like, "Oh, one of school sucks." What it is? I'm like, no, real life sucks.
Yeah, but at least you get paid to do sucky things. That's what I look at it.
That's true. You do get paid. No bills as a child, though.
Yeah. Crowd signed up for it.
Oh no, they scored.
No,
You're kidding.
Deej looked really miserable there. in his
No.
over.
It's just Madison caught in two minds. Didn't shoot, didn't
What
pass.
minute are you on?
I'm right behind you. I
Oh,
think 25-33.
Yeah,
Or-
you're 10 seconds behind me.
You definitely do not look like a well-oiled machine, Howard. I would agree with that. But that is, like you said, understandable considering the personnel out on the pitch.
Yeah, I mean, they'll have only ever done. Ooh, look at that by Bergvall. Oh, you absolute donkey, Werner.
How much longer are we going to have to say this about you, Timo?
Well-
You've had so
well,
many chances.
Like
What? Look at this ball.
Oh
by-
my god!
But the pass from
What
Bergvall
is
was
that?
sublime.
What is that?
Timo, get out my club.
I mean, you saw the thing about us not getting in the way of him moving somewhere else in January. Please, man, I'm sorry.
Werner doing Werner things, says Shafay. It's
Yeah.
embarrassing for the lad, said Howes. It is, Howard.
But let's focus on the good. Let's focus on the Bergvall outside of the foot pass.
Oh my god.
Howard,
That was just beautiful.
where are you holding that T-shirt up in that picture again, Howard? Remind me again. I think you told me before.
Oh, that shot, though. I mean, I want to back the lad, but it is so difficult.
Oh, you haven't told me.
So what is it then? Tell us a secret.
Tell us the secret. I'm sure I asked you this before. Come on, we gotta just. Werner needs a fresh start somewhere else, doesn't he?
Yeah.
We need to bring Odegaard on in the second.
He's in a
100%.
hole with us. I'll bring
Odegaard
Odegaard on at half time.
Odegaard on the right, stick more on the left.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think, I understand why Ange is playing. Oh, for God's sake, Forster. I understand why Ange is trying to play him into form, but it's just getting worse, isn't it? Just fluffing chance after chance.
Mm.
That would be nice if God, Forster.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Um,
If Yang can be an instant impact player, which I doubt, but I'm not gonna say is a, like 0% chance. That would be very nice.
Have you followed him at all, mate?
I mean, he's played well. He's played well in
Oh my God! Well done, Forster.
Okay, maybe we
Howard was in Greece when he won a prize. But what did you win? What is on the shirt, Howard? A bottle of Ouzo?
I do agree with the slow motion palmed it away because
I was about to say he made it look more fancy than it was, didn't he?
Yeah, that whole
could have caught it.
Yeah, that let's see how.
Kelso, welcome to the show, my friend. Timo could not score to save his life. That is true.
That is
These guys have a goal bonus of like £10,000 for every goal they score. They're extremely motivated to do so.
Nice. And now do something.
Yeah, but Timo's also on about
Back over.
160 a week without
Yeah, he's doing
scoring.
all right.
So.
He's doing all right. He's doing okay. Imagine that every time you score a goal, you've what can you buy for 10 grand? What's roughly
Bag
10
for the
grand?
misses.
A bag for the missus? Your missus gets treated very, very well.
Well, I'm not
Deej.
saying mine. I'm saying these footballers. I'm sure that their significant others are used to a specific lifestyle that I could only
Yeah.
dream of.
Yeah, true. Well, maybe you would be a good wag, Deej.
Maybe.
Maybe you've been.
I'll put some feelers out there.
They'll-
We'll see what kind of
Let's
responses I
see.
get.
Maybe there's a niche for you.
Maybe.
Oof.
Ooh.
Lots
Penalty?
of
Oh no, corner.
lots
Is
of
there
blonde.
VAR in this?
Yes.
Lots of blonde hair on our team now, guys. Werner, Richarlison, Berryval,
Very well.
think he got
Mickey.
Yeah, I think he got the ball.
Oh, but
Yeah, he got the ball. You got the ball.
How have we thought of Dragonson's performance so far? It's quite an important game for him after his sending off, isn't it?
he had the oh. It's really close.
Howes is convinced that was a penalty. What is the general consensus on here?
Nah, he played the ball.
He played the ball, but it's really close. It's closer than I thought, but it's
if it was given against us, we'd be pissed.
yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, it has been given against us,
True.
which is why I'm pissed.
In real time, it looked like a
Oh.
pen nailed on.
Yeah, I do agree that he played the man. It's just which one he got to first. I don't know. I think at that point it's not a clear and obvious error. And I'm not trying. I'd rather just have the game go on than spend like 8 minutes on a VAR check. To be honest.
You could see it go either way, though, couldn't you? And you could understand.
Yeah, I think it's one of the ones that it's whatever's called on the field. Like if the ref called it a penalty, I don't think they overturn it. Yes. To answer your question.
Yes. 100%.
Exactly what you said would happen in a dream world. Or maybe Kulusevski.
Nah.
Yeah, I would honestly just bring Werner out. I don't even care if we put no one in.
Anyone but.
Put Ange in.
Anyone for Werner, yeah.
He can do a shift at wing back, right?
I would love to see Ange play for 5 minutes because he actually used to be obviously a good footballer.
He would.
So it would be funny to see if he's one of those big dudes that's still got the technique. And you're just like, how did you do that on the beach? He just like perfectly stops the ball and then pings it into top bins.
I saw that on Twitter the other day. They showed a compilation of managers bringing down the ball from like 60 yards up in the sky. You got Ancelotti, Alonso.
Yeah.
Kind of bringing that's amazing.
Those are always great.
Oh, go on, Destiny. Oh. Go on, Werner. Oh, fuck off.
I can't wait.
Yeah, was Ancelotti a good player when he was at Roma and AC?
Yeah, he was in the midfield of the great Milan side.
Oh, that's horseshit.
Exactly.
Be real, man. Come on. Let's see. Am I being? Oh, be serious. Have some respect for yourself, man.
What?
This AZ defender.
Ooh. Yeah, the more I look at that, the more I think he just gets the leg first.
Yeah, he did kind of get in the knee first, didn't he?
which I think technically does make it a penalty. But whatever, it's Tottenham. We don't get those. Manchester United, that shit's in the back of the net by now. But actually, no guarantees that they make it. But, you know, on the spot at least.
Come on, Spurs.
Yeah, let's get a goal.
Yeah.
Go on, Benny.
1 second. I'm just going to pour myself a G and T.
I was thinking of getting one of those at half time.
I'll get mine now.
I can't do that, unfortunately. Gotta go back to work after this.
I would say, not approved of at the office.
Not quite. Though realistically, I can kind of do whatever I want.
Oh, you're working from home, right?
You think I'm pulling up? You think I'm live streaming a Europa League game from the? With
Hey
the
guys,
boss
don't
over the
disturb me for
shoulder?
90 minutes. Exactly.
Guys, very important work call.
You blocked out your team's meeting.
Exactly.
I don't think we're playing too badly.
No, we're not.
These guys are no mugs.
No, we're just. I mean, it's the issue that every team that is a high possession team has is how do you break down a team that sits like low block encounters, which is what they're doing. Like I can't be mad at them for doing that. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah,
Greg,
yeah.
I can't control it, but I do. I'm not necessarily in the same situation, but like the midday games for me, like the 12:30 kickoffs.
What time is that
Not
for you?
doable. Oh, talking about Wayne or
Yeah,
Greg
but what time is 12:30 for you?
4:30 in the morning.
Oof. Yeah.
Brutal for West Ham. Yes, you won.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, waking up for those and us losing. I don't know if my mental health can take that.
I had that because it's after this weekend. There's a 4-hour difference between Dubai and the UK, and these late night games are brutal.
The late night games are the only ones that I can handle. The later it is, the closer it is to being like a time where I'm actually awake.
Go on, Richie. Pass it. Oh, Werner. I have to. The only time in my life that I actually fell asleep watching a game was Conte, European game.
Oh, he's gonna pass it to Richarlison, or he's gonna pass it to
Yeah.
Werner. Werner's gonna fuck it up. Yep. To be fair to Werner, that was not a good pass.
No, it was not easy.
But he is not quite. He was not quite giving us the reason to give him the benefit.
But he didn't have to shoot. He could have just cut back.
Yeah.
Do you remember when he scored against us for Leipzig? Kind of embarrassing.
What did I miss? Timo again?
Timo again.
It wasn't too in Timo's defense.
Oh, here we go. Timo lover boy. Timo lover.
You know that I don't like Timo. You said
Timo
this about me
lover.
when
Get
I was
him out.
defending. You told me like this when I was defending Kulusevski, and look where we are now.
Kulu was never this bad, though.
No, he was not. That's why I'm not defending.
And in my defense,
Werner.
as a winger, Kulusevski is pretty mediocre. As a 10, he's amazing.
Well, I did say to bring him inside.
Yeah.
And that would have been great if we had Fraser Forster up front.
My screen just turned black.
Paid enough. Neither do I, Shafay.
Yeah, same.
Your screen's gone black?
No. I was talking about getting excited for Timo.
My screen's gone black. What the hell?
No, I am the furthest ahead.
I do love being back in Europe, but you get a little like Tottenham top up midweek, just to kind of scratch the old itch.
Of course, you can never get too much. Unless we lose, then It's over. Get there.
So we've got Palace away on Sunday. They
Palace have had
desperately
a
to win.
woeful start of the season. Yeah.
Yeah, Doctor. Oh my God, no. Oh. Hats off to Forster. Credit where it's due.
Yeah, he's made 2 good saves so far this game. I think we're going to have to bring on some of the bigger guns to see this one off, aren't we?
I think literally you can put anybody on in place of
Timo.
Timo, and we get so much better.
Yep.
Like, I don't want. Like, I hate to continue like ragging on the guy, but he's
our flat tire, isn't he?
he's not even that. Like,
He's our Shafay. He's our Mazepin. You're a Formula 1 fan, isn't he? He's our Mazepin. He's like, it's like he was brought in the team because Daddy can pay for the car, but he's absolutely terrible.
That was Stroll, wasn't it?
oh, get up.
Was it Stroll?
Stroll.
Mazepin had the sponsorship.
He had the
didn't
sponsors. Yeah, he had the sponsors. Stroll had his dad by the.
Stroll has the dad by the company, and that's
I mean, all the Formula 1 drivers are from pretty rich backgrounds. Even Hamilton wasn't exactly poor. His dad was pumping in 50 grand go-karts from each year.
Nobody gets in there who's poor. Oh, their keepers just dropped. It has to be said, Moore has been kind of quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, but we haven't.
I'm just thinking maybe there's a reason why Ange isn't starting him in the Premier League just yet.
Well, yeah. I don't know, because like he's been good, but I think we like default to attacking down the left.
Yeah.
And
I think he's probably not helped by the fact that he's got Gray behind him.
Yeah.
Whereas Werner's got Destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Destiny's more used to making the attacking runs. And also having Madison on that side is.
So is Archie Gray gone? You got it.
Go.
So is Archie Gray becoming a posh John O'Shea?
I am ready for him to never play right back again.
Yeah,
he plays it fine, but
I was watching Aaron Lennon on TalkSport the other day, and he was saying that Gray's younger brother, is better than he is.
Oh, that was rubbish from Mikey Moore. I just saw. Yeah, we're linked to him as well, aren't we?
And he plays the 10 role apparently.
That would be something.
Yeah.
I do not necessarily believe that is the case, that he's better.
Yeah. It was like when everyone was like,
what a pass!
What's Jude's brother called again?
Job.
Oh, Job.
Job?
Yeah, I think it's Job Bellingham.
And everyone was like, oh, Job's the better one. We should sign him. Like, calm down, everyone.
How's he doing? He went to Sunderland, didn't he?
Yeah, Sunderland at the top of the league.
Maybe he is better.
Maybe he is. And Bellingham isn't scoring. There you go. Jude isn't scoring at the moment.
No. I like the Mbappe problem. They've got him paying him $1 million a week or whatever stupid fee he's getting.
Mm-hmm. E-wing theory. And then it's made Bellingham play worse because now Bellingham plays out of position.
Yeah. Who would have thunk that signing 3 left wingers for your front 3 would not work?
Mm-hmm.
But also, probably wasn't helped by Neymar poisoning the other Brazilians in the Real Madrid squad against him.
True.
You know who my man of the match is so far?
Who?
Ben Davies.
I love Ben.
I was going to give it to Dragusin. He's had a couple fantastic vertical balls over the top.
Yeah, both of those. I think both the centre backs have been our best players so far.
Not really what you want to hear when you're playing. No offense, AZ Alkmaar.
That's not a foul. Come on, man.
Troy Parrott working hard. Don't give him the strong arm though. How we want him to suffer. We can be his friend before and after the game, not during the game. Matters, is that what you're saying? Your best player is so far, Wayne, or has something happened there?
I'm not sure I've seen Matters do anything.
I agree, Shafet. As I said, I got killed for this. Son's slowly going to be rotated down out a little bit because he needs rest. Completely normal that your pacey winger in the 30s needs a bit more recovery time. So we need that person who's not Werner that we can go, all right, over the next 2 years, you start to pick up those minutes when we rest Sonny's legs.
But that was meant to be Odegaard, wasn't it?
I mean,
that's true.
Could be.
Yeah. Maybe when Odegaard's not
healthy.
in. Yeah. When Odegaard's healthy, maybe that is him. Yes, best players matters, says Wayne.
Because I watched the Burnley game this weekend, and we definitely did get the right winger. Kolyosho has not been impressive at all this season.
What are the stats saying so far then, guys? We've had 8 shots to their 4. We've had 61% possession.
If we had someone competent on the left wing, we could probably be a goal up by now.
Well, I'd say on either wing. I'll give Mikey more a pass because of his age, but he hasn't been great today.
No, I agree.
Yeah. I wouldn't even start Son against Palace. Save him for City. Now, that's a question. What's the more important game?
Palace.
Palace.
Palace?
100%.
You think Palace is more important?
City have already said they're playing the kids.
But if you win, you can take 3 points from Palace guaranteed, but you have to lose the other game. Or you can beat City, but you have to lose to Palace. What are you taking?
If we lose to Palace, the fans will go.
If we lose to Palace,
pressure will build up, and it's not worth it.
It's the Carabao Cup, man. It's the version of the cup that every other league in the world has scrapped because there's too many.
But it's like when you go on a couple of years of a dry patch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it would.
You got to lower your standards when you go to the club and just take what you can get for a little bit.
Yeah, but I feel like it's the same to an extent with the Europa League, though. Like, I don't think that the narrative changes even if we win the Carabao or the Europa. I'm going to be completely honest.
Boxing Kangaroo is back in the house. Palace are not a definite potential banana skin.
I mean, yeah, they have very good players. I would not.
It'd be typical if Eze kind of woke up for our game after being shit so far, considering we were linked with him, then our fan base would go mad that we didn't sign him.
Do you Australians have like different? Like in England, we have different accents every 50 miles you drive. Do you guys have that in Australia, but like every 500 miles? Do you have like different Australian accents we don't understand? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you have like, like the South
Australian equivalent of Scouse?
Yeah. Do you have all that we just wouldn't notice if you don't live there?
Like Gold Coast versus Melbourne or Adelaide versus Darwin.
Yeah. Because if you went to London and Manchester, you'd experience completely different English accents. So if you went to Sydney and Melbourne, would you have similar different Aussie accents?
Because I wonder about Perth, because you've got like all of Australia and kind of central and east, and then you've got Perth all out on its own on an island, basically.
So guys, player ratings first half. Starting goal, Fraser Forster. What are we giving him out of 10?
Solid
6.5.
Starting at 5, made a mistake, made 2 decent saves. 6.
I'd give him a 7, which is in line with the length of his. So what? So you're going for 6.5, we're saying on average?
Yeah. I give him 6.5.
Cool. 6.5 for Forster. Udogie on the left wing back out of 10.
I think this needs to be, we take into account what he's dealing with.
You mean passing into a pretend footballer in Werner?
I wouldn't phrase it quite so mean, but yeah, essentially.
I give him a 7.
Have you heard the story of the footballer who faked it? Is it Abu?
Yeah.
Is it called?
The Southampton one.
Yeah.
Graham Souness.
Fake footballer, and he pretended to be Maradona's cousin. Abu.
Wasn't he Weah's cousin or something like that?
It was Medwin Wayas.
Yeah.
Ali Dia.
Billy Bean.
Yeah.
If you don't know the story and you're watching, there was a player called Ali Dia who was not a footballer. He rung up Graham Souness, pretending to be Maradona's cousin or something, and said that his nephew, he was a nephew, was an amazing footballer. So Southampton signed him. He wasn't a professional footballer. He was just some random dude. And he managed to blag his way into a real Premier League football match. And you can find it on the internet, him actually playing for real Southampton. So maybe Timo Werner is the new Ali Dia. Maybe he's just somehow fluked it for 2 seasons. And now he's just like, oh, I'm here now. I can't back out. I'm on 160k a week. I've got to keep playing.
Milan didn't do something as embarrassing as actually signing a player who wasn't a pro, but Clarence Seedorf had a mate who was working as waiter who played in the Ajax youth with him.
Yeah.
And he got Milan to play him as a sub in a cup game.
I mean, that's cool though.
It is pretty cool.
I'm surprised it doesn't happen. I guess that feels more like, I don't know, 80s, 90s coded. I don't know. But
All right, Jellybean, say hello to Johnny.
Hey, yeah, tell him we need him in his Lancashire Bomber on the chat, helping us out, driving us to victory.
let's see. Okay, player ratings. Udogi 7.
Yeah, I'm with 7 for a doggy.
7 for a Dogie. What
Back
about
line, I would say
Ben
solid
Davies?
7s.
Yeah,
Solid
7
Ben
Word
Davies,
line.
7 Dragusin.
Maybe 6.5 to Gray. I've not really seen him do much.
Fine. I feel like if you don't notice a defender, then he's doing his job.
What about
I just think
Bentancur?
7's a high vote. Benny's been
True.
all right, I think.
So 6.5 for Benny.
Maybe even a 7. I'd say he's done more than Gray.
Yeah. 7. Yeah, 7. I'd give Gray a 6.5.
Morning, lads. That was a bit of a tough watch. Not very crisp. It was a bit of a tough watch, Anthony. But there were some good performances in there, as we're discussing now. We think Davies and Dragusin were good. Udogie was okay. Bentancur was okay. Mikey Moore was very mixed. Had a couple of good moments. You thought they could see a flash of him there, and then he kind of would equally have a moment you expect a teenager to have. Richarlison, he's had an okay game. Considering how long he's been out, he looks like a player that's been out for a while and come back in.
He's putting in the effort, doing the runs, not really getting much service because neither of the wingers are really doing anything.
Poy's back in the house, by the way. Sean.
All right, Sean.
Greg is coming in. Good to see you, Greg. How you doing, mate?
Hello, how are you, Jim?
All right,
Good
Greg.
to see you, mate. How are you?
Good.
Early for you, mate.
No, not that early. It's nearly 7 o'clock here now.
Yeah, that's early for me.
Yeah.
That's really for me.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Tell us how you got into Spurs then, Greg.
Yeah, well, normally games are on like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, so this is a good time for you. This is very
How I
late
got
for
the
you.
Spurs. My
Yeah.
father grew up at. My father grew up near White Hart Lane, which is why I'm a Spurs fan.
Ah, gotcha.
So it's in the
Nice.
blood.
Yeah, in the blood. In
Yeah.
the blood. So you've been to the stadium a few times?
Yeah, he came out to Australia with the British Navy and stayed.
Got you. Oh, very good. Do you ever come down, or are we going to get to see you at the ground? Got a bit of a lag there.
Yeah.
No, I went to White Hart Lane once, many years ago, but I haven't been back to England since.
So you went to the old ground.
Yeah, you went.
Yes.
We'll have to get you back, mate. We'll definitely have to get you back. We'll have to start a GoFundMe for your plane ticket.
He is miles away, Howard. You are correct.
Yeah, he is miles away. Yeah, so it must have been really nice when Ange got given the manager role, considering you were a Spurs
Yes.
fan already, and then obviously hit the connection to Australia. Must have been awesome.
Well, it's good as an Australian to see that someone's gone off on a different track from all these European managers.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's good to see. Who's your kind of like pin-up player then of all time?
He will deliver. Just got to give him time.
He will. We're fully behind him. We're fully behind him. We're
Yep.
fully Angin all
Yep.
the way. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. So who's your like all-time Spurs player then, Greg?
All-time favourite.
Yeah.
Glenn Hoddle, I'd have to say.
Yeah, legend.
It was a shame Si's not on, because you two could now go off and, you know, reminisce about how wonderful Glenn is. He's absolutely in love with him. So I unfortunately never got to see him play. I've only seen some highlights of him dancing around on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chairman of our UAE supporters club. He's a huge Hoddle
And
fan.
Gary
Absolutely
Mabbott.
loves him.
Gary Mabbott, I have memories of too.
Yes, another legend. Yeah, I've got one of his old replica shirts somewhere hidden away. I think a yellow one, actually. I forget which year it was. Do you
Feels so young.
think we're going to make any halftime changes, Greg?
Yes, definitely.
What changes?
I think
do you
he'll. Oh. Yes, I don't know. He might bring on Solanke.
Yeah, Solanke and Odegaard, I think, is where we're hopefully like to see us go next.
Yeah, I'd hope that he'd give Richie another 15 minutes at least before he brings him off. But I'd like Odegaard on straight after halftime.
Depends how fit he is, though, doesn't it? Like,
Mhm.
not really kind of sure yet how many minutes Richie's got in him. He only played 15 minutes on the last game. So, yeah. The last we want to do is get him injured again, because we do need that depth, regardless of what people think of him. Oh, Rick's in the house. How are you, Rick, as well? Good to see you.
Yeah, I'm with you and Rick. Odegaard.
Yeah,
All right, I'm going to go get my G&T.
it sounds good. Shafei's just reading
Maybe
about Ali.
Basuma in midfield.
Yeah, I think Basuma in midfield could be a good shout as well. Yeah, I think we were going to go to full strength. We'd bring on Biss, we'd bring on Solanke, and we'd bring on Odegaard. Try see it off, because is Sonny even on the bench? He's not on the bench.
No, he's not on the bench. We bring Kulusevski though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We could bring on Kulusevski as well, actually. So there are quite a few options. There's 4.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah.
Shafei, you're just reading about Ali Dia for the first time, mate. It's a fantastic story. There's a YouTube like documentary story on it that goes on for like 20 minutes. It is hilarious and it's just hard to believe it's actually true that happened. But it goes to show you can do anything if you cheat well enough or lie well enough. AZ with 10 in the box and no cohesion with many changes, says Hypernoise. Indeed. As kids would drop the ball down from our chest pretending to be Hoddle. That sounds more organic than kids feigning a Ronaldo injury and rolling around on the floor. So yeah, let's see. Realistically, though, I don't actually expect to make any halftime changes. I think we'll wait to the 60th minute, surely. We'll bring anyone else on, but let's see. Who is the best player in the first half, Greg, in your view?
Oh. Well, I think they were all pretty good. All the youngsters were playing well. The Bergwall and Gray and Mickey Moore.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any standout
No. The centre backs, which is quite a boring answer, and Fraser Forster, probably, which aren't the most exciting players to have as your best players in that half. Bergvall for Sean the Gooner Slayer. Burryvale, sorry. Burryvale.
Johnson's on.
Oh, Johnson's coming on.
For Werner, has to be.
Has to be for Werner. If he's kept Werner on and taken Mikey Moore off,
Questions will have to be asked.
I might get slightly upset.
Unless he's picked up a knock.
I won't.
Werner made a lot of penetration in left side, but his finishing was terrible.
Yeah, he's got absolutely no end product. That's his problem.
Yeah, and with you, Sean, that outside of the foot pass to Werner was amazing.
Looks like we're bringing on Brennan.
Yeah, that's what Greg was saying. We're bringing on Johnson.
Hopefully moving more to the left.
Yeah, inshallah.
That is, I would agree with that. Yeah, it is because he's hoping to fix him. But I would like to, I don't know, if the story about us not getting in the way of him moving is true, then
yeah,
I think that ship may have sailed. Okay, Mikey Moore is coming back out for the second half.
Looks like Johnson's the only one.
So Johnson for Werner has to be.
Yeah, good move. Good move.
Good move. That's a nail in the coffin, though, surely for Werner.
Yeah, that means it's done. He's done. Especially now with Odebear coming back to full fitness, that means he's gone.
Yeah,
Hoping BJ can get another goal. We don't want this goal drought to last too long.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We're going to close the halftime studio, Greg. Come on at full time if you've got time to join us.
Okay, no problem.
Enjoy your breakfast.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for dropping in. Great to see you, mate.
Okay, thanks, Jim.
Up Spurs. Up
Cheers.
Spurs.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Deej.
See you, mate.
Let's see.
Yeah, Ange can tell him he's rusting him. I don't think he's that stupid.
Good man, Greg, for coming on, mate. It's good to put a face to a name and lovely to see you. Despite the lag being how many thousands of miles away is Australia from us, from me and you?
It's a long bloody way.
I think he's like essentially as far as he can be from me.
Is it? I think it's further for me, right? He's 9,500 miles away from me.
I'll check.
Come on, BJ. No cutting edge up front.
Yeah, I'm hoping that now we've got at least one decent winger on.
Yeah.
And maybe more if he moves to the left, he'll be more comfortable in his more kind of natural position.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be able to start creating more chances for Richie, because Richie's put in a lot of running, I think. He just hasn't been getting the service.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like there are already changes with Brennan.
If you are, God, sorry, did you?
I was just saying that Brennan's here now. So
I'm with Shafi there.
If you're watching, please, can you just quickly hit the little like ticky uppy button thing, because that boosts us up the algorithm, and then advertisers pay us more money. If I'm being really honest.
And subscribe, please.
Yeah, and do click subscribe if you don't, because we've got Rob Daly and Flav coming on next month. Flav Bateman from The Fighting Cock as well.
Not going to want to miss them.
I'm going to be interested to ask Rob Daly a bit about behind the scenes. Like, I really want to know more about what goes on behind the iron curtain of Spurs. And he may also be able to provide us answers around why and if Spurs really have tightened up all the leaks internally around transfers, because we never see anything anymore coming out. So I'd be interested to see if he knows much about that.
I'd be interested to know how much information he's got access to.
Yeah, like do people in the club like him like know what's going on, but they're just like really tight-lipped, or do they generally have no idea? Is it like all hush hush in the boardroom? Would be good to know that.
Oh, go on, Mikey. Check this out by Mikey.
You need a lovely yes.
Oh! Oh!
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Good for
Mikey
Mike. Oh
Moore.
my god.
Oh, my God.
Oh
Werner
my
is not,
god.
Werner is not getting on the field
Warner's
again.
not touching the field.
Did Mikey
Wow.
Moore just do
Oh
something
wow.
special? I'm about to see it.
Oh, special is an understatement.
I'm excited to see this. I see all the WhatsApp group popping off now. Like 10 people are typing. Like blah, 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 blah. So something is going on.
This kid is special.
That's so good. Oh man.
Oh, Gray as well with another little. Oh, boys.
Right, I'm about to see what you saw. Bentancur picks up the ball. Pass it out to Mikey Moore. He beats his man. He beats another man. He beats another man. He's beaten 3 players and slid it through to Brennan Johnson. Oh, deflected wide for nearly a corner and then cleared for a throw in. Howard, yes, it's coming. It's in the studio. We have a professional jingle maker man. I think he actually calls himself a producer. But he is making us the Also Spurs jingle.
The jingle maker man is Santa Claus.
It is coming. It is coming. It will be, I'm guesstimating. I'm going to give you an Elon Musk style guess on time.
Oh, mio Dio.
Which will be wildly wrong. 2
Yeah, I
weeks.
can't wait. What am I? Who misses?
Mikey Moore, my goodness, indeed, guys.
Mikey again. It was at the part of this beautiful cross and Bergvall. Oh my God.
I need to learn a new language so that I can scream in frustration in a different
says
language.
Howard. I now know what everyone's orgasm sounds like.
Mikey Moore on the left is the answer. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah, this kid.
This kid is something special.
I'm about to see what you saw.
17-year-old.
Oh, that was going bottom corner too. Good block from there.
Oh, he's on again. He's off again. Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
Is he scored?
No, but he's gone past danced past around 3 defenders. Oh my goodness, this kid. Oh my God.
Oh. God, this is like going from walking to a Rolls Royce. This is crazy.
Is this going to be? Do you remember when Gareth Bale had the game?
I would rather the game go against not AZ. Again, no offense, AZ. This is kind of feeling like something that will at least get him more minutes in the rotation. Man, he has just been.
You know the meme where those guys are carrying a coffin and going do 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 to the song.
This is that.
I feel like that's like Timo Werner's career in the coffin, and Mikey Moore. There's like 10 Mikey Moores just carrying the coffin and
maybe
dancing.
You can have one Odebear.
Yeah. So yeah, for every for every good thing Mikey Moore does, you need to make sure you like our stream tonight. Oh, so you owe us 5 likes each. Just go. Moore is amazing indeed. He is so good.
I just seen someone in a WhatsApp group I made called Messi Moore.
Well, it's a good point. Maybe he will start against City because it is a cup game and we will be resting people. So
yeah, potentially. But I to be honest, I'd like our first team up against the kids.
It's crazy what happens when you have 2 wingers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder. I do wonder, and I'll need to watch more. But I feel like we have 70% of our. It's not actually 70, but 60-65% of our attacks come down the left. It feels like.
Yeah, it does more seem to come on the left. You're right. Penalty.
For who? Mikey Moore. Oh, Bergvall. Yeah, Bergvall's brought down.
Penalty, surely.
Yeah, but no,
Surely.
it's penalty. Must be
Give it
How
to
else?
Mikey.
It is. Mikey gets it. Bergvall gets brought down.
Oh, what a!
I'm
It
calling
was
that.
Madison. That's a pen, yeah.
Oh, Madison is now trying to take the ball off Richie. This is embarrassing. This is
Man, just-
embarrassing.
Whoever's gonna
This
take
is
it, whenever this
embarrassing.
happens, someone's gonna miss.
Richie is refusing to follow orders, and he's being told to back down.
I don't know. I feel like Richarlison should take it personally.
Yeah, but I'm guessing there are fixed rules because
Yeah.
everybody's telling
Yeah.
Richie to back off. He better not miss it though. Oh, Richie's taking it. Oh, he's giving it to Richie.
Ange won't like that.
Yeah, the number 22 just mounted. Jesus Christ.
He better frickin' score.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, Howard. He'd better frickin' score.
I'm not looking at the chat until he scores. I'm muting you guys. Give me I'm gonna be unfettered by what is.
Well, I can't really just cover the chat and not see it because I'm going to hear you guys score orgasm if he does. So, go on,
Oh,
Richie.
fuck off. Come on. Oh, yes. I think it was an illegal penalty, to be honest.
It didn't seem like they were really squabbling over it, though. It seemed more like a discussion to me.
No, he was trying to take the ball off him, and Richie was putting the ball behind his back, so Madison couldn't get it. But I think Richie actually might have stopped during his run-up, which is technically illegal.
But they never call that.
No, but it's
You
bullshit.
have to like actually stop for it to.
Yeah.
For that to be.
Well, he scored. That's the important thing. Put it in the back of the net.
Thing.
Their
Richie
keeper looks about 12 years old.
Nah,
Their
he never
keeper's-
actually stopped.
Their keeper has not looked good, to be honest. He's flapped at a
No.
few.
This keeper is. I wonder if they have another.
Well done, Spurs. Right. So this would put us so far on. Oh, yeah. It was a nice cheeky pen. I like that. And the pigeon came out. The pigeon came out.
Oh, some lovely stuff in the back. So, yeah, how many points is this? That'll be 9 points from 3 games?
Yeah, 9 points in 3 games. So,
I think the only other team that had it when I was looking was Fenerbahce equalized.
Jose versus Man United. That's funny.
It's just us and Lazio with the full 9 from 9 at the moment. Lyon is now dropped to drawing with.
So that if we win today, that's 7 wins and 8.
Okay.
Yeah, with that Brighton second half.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I have to drop for a second. But
No worries.
Yeah.
I'll remove you from the stage there, Didge. That will do Richie the world of good. I think it's more important Richie gets a goal than Madison there for his own confidence. So.
And to be honest, I think it was good of Madison as the vice captain to kind of seed to keep the regular player happy. At the end of the day, strikers need goals.
Mm-hmm.
What will be nice now, if they have to come out the shell a bit more, we get a quick second, and then we can bring on the likes of Lancashire and Odebear. And
yeah.
I would love Mikey to get a goal. He's been amazing the second half. But it's also nice that the kids were actually involved in the winning the penalty. It was Mikey Moore and Bergvall.
Yeah. Credit it to Mikey Moore. He's going to get man of the match, I think, regardless of what happens here.
Oh, yeah. This second half, he's been head and shoulders above anyone else on the field.
Howes. Matters saw he needed it. He did.
You're going to see it again in a second. Mikey Moore's just got one of their defenders booked. Oh no, it matters. Matters. Sorry.
I think you're just seeing Mikey Moore everywhere.
Yeah.
Come on, you! Oh shit! I've got the wrong score up on the banner
Which banner is that?
at the bottom of our stream.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, Dragusin is playing well. I agree,
Mm.
Shvei.
Oh, mamma mia!
Come on, you Spurs. Let's get another one.
Oh, la Madonna. Cazzo! You were saying that? What about Dragusin?
Is it a bad mistake there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, Howard. Great recovery tackle.
Fragusin. I'm not sure that was deliberate or not, but there you go. I don't think it was.
I'm not as. I'm not saying he's bad. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not as high on Dragusin as many seem to be, because I wasn't that impressed at the Euros. I thought he looks susceptible to the high line.
Mm.
Um,
But he never gets a consistent run, though, does he?
no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He needs to get a run to see if he can make it. But I do worry that he doesn't have the pace.
He's not slow.
No,
But he's
no,
not-
no. He's not lightning, no.
But Romero's not that quick either.
No, but Romero's better on the ball.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, to be honest, that's his saving grace this season. Because if it wasn't being so good on the ball, with all the mistakes he's made, he'd have been
Yeah.
dropped by now. But I don't know about you, Jim, but I think, considering we've played a very disjointed side who, how many minutes have they played together? A few cup games. We've played pretty well. We haven't really given them much. We've looked pretty good going forward. If Mikey Moore had been on the left rather than Vern in the first half, we'd probably had 2 or 3 goals by now.
Well, exactly. Like, you got to think, like in the Conference League, we got dumped out playing our second string team. At least we're getting through these games of results with second string team playing a lot better than we were. We haven't won the Europa League in.
Mikey Moore. Oh!
Nearly scored.
Because do you remember the what was that Paco Ferreira that debacle when we played the kids? Oh, I swear, man, Mikey Moore is amazing. I can't believe I'm admiring a kid who's younger than my son. Yeah, exactly, DJ. Did you see it, Jim?
I'm just watching it now.
Mm. We've been crying out for someone who's be able to.
I know.
Beat
Maybe
a man.
Son's heir isn't Yang. Maybe Son's heir is
Mikey.
Mikey
No,
Moore.
but Yang is on the right.
Oh yeah, you're right. He is actually. Yeah, yeah, it was night. Oh, come on. Maybe Mikey Moore will be Gareth Bale's heir, but the English Gareth Bale.
Would be nice.
I can't stop thinking he's Irish though. It just sounds a very Irish name, Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore. And he's got that Irish look about him.
As you offend our entire Irish fan base.
It's a compliment, isn't it?
I was thinking the accent rather than the.
Oh yeah, that's terrible. Well, I'm allowed an Irish passport.
Me too.
I've got Irish in me. I'm allowed to take the mick out of my nan's accent.
My great grandfather was Irish, from County Cork.
There you go. He was a Murphy's drinker. Oh yeah. Mikey's the boy. Just give the ball to Moore. DJ Moore. Yeah, Mikey Moore is unreal. Whoever you are, DJ Moore. Maybe you've got some Irish in you, like lots of the parts of the US population do. Whoever you are, DJ Moore.
Whoever you are.
whoever you are. Just do your ancestry thing. He looks a bit like Barry Keegan.
Keown?
I'm going to look him up. Barry
Who is that?
Keegan.
Showing my ignorance there.
He does. He does look a bit like him. Have you seen the movie Saltburn?
Saltburn?
You haven't seen Saltburn.
I don't think so.
You haven't seen Saltburn.
No. What is it? When did it come out?
2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. No, I know this guy. Yeah.
He's the main actor in
Yeah.
Saltburn.
Yeah. He is. He does look like
It's
him,
the
doesn't he?
eyes. It's the eyes,
Yeah.
I think.
Same hairstyle as well, isn't it?
Yeah. And he looks Irish to me as well. Maybe he is.
I mean, it's not that far-fetched. There's a lot of Irish and many of us English.
Mm-hmm. We don't travel far in the UK. We've all mixed in.
That was it. I saw him in the Banshees of Inisherin, or whatever it's pronounced. He was really good in that.
Dragerson looks like he should do long jump in the Olympics.
So I've not seen Saltburn. It's really good, is it?
Very messed up, but good. Anyone seen Saltburn in the comments? If you haven't, go watch it. You'll be horrified and you'll enjoy it at the same time.
I'll be sticking that down on my watch list.
It's just one of those where like it takes a turn you just don't expect.
Oh. Is it me or Bergvall also playing with a lot more confidence?
Yeah, he's playing better as well. Well, Bergvall's had a decent game. It's much better than his last start.
Go on, Mikey. No, there's no one there. Uh-oh.
Don't watch it with the kids, Stu. Yes, do not watch it with the kids. Unless you want to scar your children for life.
My kids are 15 and 18, so I think they'll be fine. I've exposed them to a lot of dodgy
would
stuff.
necrophilia
really?
freak them out? Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, maybe I won't allow the 15-year-old daughter to watch that one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Richie's off for Solanke.
I think it's wise. Don't rest on your laurels. The 1-0 lead. Try and put the game to bed now.
I would have liked to have seen Lancashire though.
Yeah, but if we had a 2-goal lead, I think we'd do that.
Look at this.
1-goal lead.
Gotta love this bloke dancing in the crowd.
Did Richie go off with an injury? Because he went down for a while, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know if it was cramp or something else. He was holding his calf.
That'd be such a shame if he's injured.
But, oh my goodness, their keeper really is awful. Came for a cross and missed it.
It looked like cramp to me.
Yeah, I hope so. Could be. Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah,
Howard.
he's stretching it out. Slanky was already coming on anyway.
Maybe he was doing the old Saka limp.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to Ian Wright going on about how they're struggling with missing 5 players for the game against Liverpool. I'm thinking, I don't remember that many people sympathizing with us last year when we were missing about 11.
No, exactly. It's absolute rubbish.
But it'd be interesting though, if they lose against Liverpool,
Yeah,
they're going to be a fair way off.
If Liverpool beat Arsenal, then Arsenal have lost 3 games this season. City only lost 3 the whole of last season. Arsenal only lost 5 last season. So realistically, they've got 2 more games to play with. Most likely they could lose all season if they lose Liverpool.
But also in the last 2 seasons, they've started well. If they go, what would they be? They'd be 7 points and 6 points behind Liverpool and City if they lose.
Yeah,
That's psychologically tough.
it is.
And
Yeah.
I don't think they've always struggled psychologically. They're good front runners, but when the pressure builds,
We need to put this game to bed. I'll bring on
Yeah.
Kulu.
we do need a second.
Just bring on Kulu and get the game done. Who'd you bring Kulu on for, though? Actually,
Matters.
yeah. I wonder if this is a sign we're going to start with just Kulusevski and
That's what I was
Temral.
thinking. With
Mm.
Sarr and Kulu in the next game when I saw that lineup today.
Yeah, and then rest Maddison and play Maddison in the cup game against City.
He won't take that well though, will he?
I don't think Ange will care though, will he?
No, I don't think so either. Did you see that that scout report that was going around Twitter the other day about someone saying that, for Madison that the game has to be made for him? He's not someone that can kind of grab a game by the scruff of its neck.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I agree. It has to be the right environment for him.
Yeah.
How much have we changed last year? We would be bringing on Skip, Hill and Royale. So true, Wayne.
Yeah. Don't
Very
forget Højbjerg.
and Højbjerg. Yeah. We've got a much, much better bench now, much deeper squad.
And then the best thing is as well is so much of the squad is only going to get better because they're young kids.
Mm-hmm.
Even the likes of Kulu, he's still youngish. He's not hit his peak yet.
Yeah, true. Come on, you Spurs.
Gilles, yeah.
I'm glad that's a thing from the past.
He's still ours though.
Do we have to take it back?
Yeah, he's not on. They don't have a. It's Højbjerg is the only one with a compulsory buy.
Oh God.
So we still have Gilles to come back, Solomon to come back.
Surely they'll just give Solomon away for like £1 million.
That's what I reckon. A couple of million. Hopefully Leeds do well. Want to buy him for 5 million with a sell-on percentage.
Mm-hmm.
He's played quite well though, from what I've heard from Solomon before he got injured.
Yeah, he was all right, wasn't he?
Oof, oof. Come back well.
It's gone a little quiet this second half.
Yeah, we're pissing about a bit at the back. Oh my goodness, Gray, you've had an awful couple of minutes there. We really do need Spence to
Yeah,
be added in
we can
January.
change the squad in January though, yeah, can't
Yeah.
we? So hopefully it's lesson learnt.
I'm hoping as well with Destiny playing today that maybe Spence will be fit to start against Palace. Uh-oh. Bergval's down. Cramp. Coolers are coming on. I think for 70 minutes, Bergval's done all right. Ooh, that does not look good, does it? Yeah, I'm with you, Wayne. I think next summer is a big one because Forster will definitely move on, so we'll get another backup keeper. Davis will go, so we'll get another left back. We've got Vuskovic to come, who's the centre back. And then it all depends on if Yang is good enough to start. Otherwise, We'll have to bring in another winger, I think, another right winger. As for loving Vicario, Sheffield, get in line.
Yeah, Kulusevski. One second, Stu. 1 second. 1 second.
No worries. Ooh, Bergveld gone down again. This does not look good. I hope it's just cramp or something, not hamstring. Or groin or something. Yeah, I'm with you, Howard. I'm a bit worried about that. It's the Ange first season under Ange kind of diseases, and everyone's hamstrings get tested. He looks a bit upset. Sar and Kudus, so Bergveld and Madison, do we reckon? But Yang's for the right wing, so he'd be the cover for Johnson. So Son's cover at the moment is Odegaard. We just haven't really seen him because obviously he's had his injury. But I think Odegaard showed last season that he's good enough to play in the Premier League. So to alternate and rest Son, hopefully. I'm just not sure if Yang is ready to be Johnson's backup. So we might need to invest in a proper right winger there. I was hoping that we might look at someone like Bakayoko for the right wing. If he carried on his progression, but this season he hasn't really started that well for PSV. But it's tough, as Ange said, the same thing, that it's tough looking at who we're going to bring in because
Bringing
he's
on the
promising.
big boys.
Yeah, because he's promising all these youngsters that we're signing that they've got a pathway to the first team, and as he said, he can't then sign them and then block them, because then the next time he speaks to another young prospect, they're going to look and say, "Well, your track record's not very good, is it, mate?" So it is tough. Oh my goodness.
Forced to save.
Parrott. Oh, thank goodness for that. Yeah, Forster done well there.
Forster's had a low-key good game. We all were scared of him playing today, but
he's a good shot stopper, to be fair to him, normally, Forster. He's just not good with his feet and his crossings.
You know what? I might get a ticket to the Roma home game. There's something special about Roma. I don't follow them. I don't know how they're doing in Serie A, but it's something about Rome, Francesco Totti, the logo.
The
always
logo
being
is
in the
nice.
top 6 of Serie A, you know.
They're struggling this season. They're mid-table this season. They've only won, I think, 2 games, which is why De Rossi got fired 4 games in. But they haven't really improved without him. They're struggling to score. The defense is quite good, but they're struggling to score.
Yeah. So they remind me of Spurs a bit. They have these off seasons like that, but normally they're mucking around the top 6. We're obviously been mostly in the top 4, so we have been better than them. But Forster has been good. Need a second. Agree, Soul Sniper, and welcome back.
I would like us to beat Roma.
Yeah.
I have a softer spot for Roma than Lazio. I hate Lazio with a passion. Lazio are the right wing fascist club of Rome, and Roma is the more left wing.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
If you remember, Di Canio got the big problems for his fascist salute when he was coming off the field once for Lazio.
I vaguely remember that. Yeah. I think you've knocked your camera, Stu. I've lost your chin. There
Sorry,
you are.
I was leaning back in my chair. It's
Oh, that was it. Nice
12:30 in the
tulips.
morning.
A bit of Holland behind
A
you.
bit of Holland. Yeah, no, not here. In my house back home, I've got clogs as well on the wall. Mm. We do seem to have dropped off a bit, haven't we?
Mm-hmm. I thought we'd ramp it up with those subs. Who else we got on? We could bring on the bench. We could bring on.
We have, we don't really have. Who have we got?
So we brought on Sarr, Johnson, Kulusevski, and Slanky, which is pretty meaningful subs. So I'd say we got one more sub left. I'll bring on Porro for Gray.
Or Odebear for more.
Yeah, one of those two. One of those two. If you are interested in becoming a member, we only charge $1.99 a month for exclusive content, which will soon be including in-game match interviews at the stadium when we're there for home games in the Premier League with other fans, score predictions, and more exclusive live shows just for members. So if you do want to join, we'd also just really appreciate your help funding the show because it lets us get on better guests. Like we've got Rob Daly and Flab Bateman coming on this month. And we put every penny we get back into the show. Nothing has ever come into our back pockets. Come on, Spurs. Had to be Porto. Says
I think he means.
Wayne.
I think he
Porro.
means Porro.
Yeah. Sorry. Come on, you Spurs.
Ach, Neo. Good pass. Go on, Mikey. Go on. Oh. I think this season's the first time our second string's not made us look like idiots in the cups.
Yeah, it's a marked improvement.
Because I was thinking back to remember the Sheffield United game, which was embarrassing because we played, I think, the mixture of their second and third string. The likes of Kane came on before they actually scored, and then we brought on the big guns and still couldn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
That was really embarrassing. And then that Croatian team when their manager was in jail.
Who was that again? I vaguely remember
that was Mourinho, just before he got fired. Then we had Poch losing to Colchester.
That was it.
And we've had some embarrassing cup results. Doesn't matter who the manager was. I also.
Mourinho's got a red card.
Oh, what a surprise!
Sorry, go on.
As I said, I don't know if you saw the interview with Johnson. He was putting down giving a lot of credit for his upturn in the scoring and sexture. He was giving it to Mason.
Was he?
Yeah, giving about his positioning and all the rest of it. He was giving a lot of credit to Ryan Mason.
It'd be interesting to see what happens to Mason. Is he going to make a career off being a number 2? Or is he going to take that plunge at some point?
How old is he? Is he even 35 yet?
I'm guessing 34. Completely guessing. I'm going to have to look it up now. Ryan Mason.
Because I would suggest maybe max one more season. Because he's not even assistant manager. He's like number 3 or number 4.
He's the same age as me. He's 33.
Okay. So I'd say maximum 1 or 2 more seasons, and then he needs to go off on his own.
Fucking Ryan Mason is younger than me. I don't like getting older. Ryan Mason is younger than me. Sarr surging. I like that, Howard.
Yeah, he gets taken out though. That's the problem. I've been listening to a lot of the podcasts and YouTube shows debating, England managers and the disgrace that Thomas Tuchel's become, England manager. And I'm thinking a lot of these English managers need to go cut their teeth. They need to go abroad. They need to do the whole McLaren thing, rather than just expecting to be parachuted into a top Premier League or even England manager job. Because everyone's like, oh, it should be given to Eddie Howe. But what has Eddie Howe actually done?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think English managers and English players need to expose themselves to other leagues more. Like even at youth level, I think more English players need to go seek academy opportunities in Portugal, Spain, and Italy.
Look at Madueke. I think what he did was the right thing. Bellingham the same.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, I'm so glad Bellingham went to Madrid. I think he'll be twice the player for going to Madrid than he would have been going to a Man United or a Liverpool.
100%. I think these kids are like they've got to choose not going to a big club academy and then having their growth stunted, but go to the likes of a PSV, a Vitesse, or somewhere where you're going to play week in, week out in a pretty technical league, so Portugal, Holland, and you grow. You grow as a player, and then you will, if you do well, you will get a chance and get brought back to the Premier League by an English club.
Exactly, you're not closing the door on yourself, are you, by going abroad as an English player?
No.
Come on, Spurs. So is it 1-1 against Man United and Fibonacci now? Let's have a look. Europa League.
I'm with you, Howard. I love Solanke.
Yeah, he's class.
Yeah, still 1-1. 10 minutes to go.
1-1 with a Jose Mourinho red card.
Did it say what it got sent off for?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
My mate's, my Turkish friend's a Fenerbahce fan. I did warn him in the summer. I was like, because he's all excited. Back. Hey! Meeting finished?
Yes.
Did you code some super app?
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Did you invent an app called Twitter? It's like X, but it's blue and has a bird.
And works.
Although, to be fair, I would say I'm amazed that he sacked, was it 2/3 of his engineers? And the app still ran within 90% of what it did before.
I wouldn't say that's true. I mean, because the thing is like most of the, I'm sure, like they also have like everything they've added has been bad. I think, too.
It's gone downhill. That's for sure.
Everything he's added has been focused on generating money.
Not all of it. Like the not being able to block people is ridiculous.
Yeah,
and I think illegal.
Well, but that's all to make more money because
drive views,
you're driving more views and you're causing an uptick in traffic. Like it's all about money. It's all about commercializing the app, wasn't it? Because it was 3 months from bankruptcy.
Yeah.
But he's done some bad things. The one good thing I'd say he's done is community notes.
Community notes is good.
But it's more. It was always argumentative, but it's particularly argumentative now.
Yeah.
Like it was always like what it was before was it was argumentative, but you could kind of avoid the arguments if you wanted to. Now it's just you are pitted deliberately against anyone they think you will have a squabble with on the internet.
Yeah.
So it's just so toxic.
No, but I think it's more than that. I think it's people are incentivized to be toxic because of like blue check bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Like getting paid per view and per reply and whatever is
true.
Interaction is
exactly. It's all about the interaction. So what can you do to rile people up?
Yeah, like if you say something that everyone
I would
likes,
start a channel called Tottenham Away, and what I'd do is I would deliberately just go against the grain.
Red card.
AZ. Will Spurs get a second? Red card to AZ.
AZ. Why is it that English media refer to the Dutch clubs by their city, like PSV Eindhoven when it's PSV, AZ Alkmaar when it's AZ, Ajax Amsterdam when it's Ajax?
I feel like Ajax is normally just Ajax, but I think they're the one exception. I think you're right.
Yeah, but if you go on the Eredivisie table, they call themselves that.
It's AZ.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, when I go on it on the internet, it says AZ Alkmaar.
Yeah, but is that an English table or a Dutch table?
I don't know, Google table.
Yeah, it'll be a English language.
I don't get the numbers in teams either. Not in the Dutch league, but if you go Bundesliga,
1816 Munich, baby.
yeah,
Well,
what's all that about?
AZ used to be called AZ 67. We had DS 79 from Dordrecht, because that was the year they were founded in. So
That's a yellow card for you, Dogi.
Why get yellow card now, you Dogi? What are you doing?
I don't know. It was kind of dumb.
come
Harry
on, boys,
Kane,
we need a second.
got to feel a bit from it at the moment, don't you? Got absolutely pumped by
Oh my
Barcelona.
God, Rafinha, man.
How good is he?
How good is he?
Well, have you guys seen as well? I've noticed today, like everywhere, and also in the different WhatsApp groups I'm in, that everyone is going on about how we should have bought Rafinha rather than Richarlison. I'm thinking, but it was clear he only ever wanted to go to Barca. There was no ever we didn't pay the
Oh, yeah,
money
there
or we
wasn't
didn't try to get him.
I mean, there were like rumors of him coming in the of us putting in like a 70 million bid for him, but I don't know. It came from like the Center Goals app. Like,
But even if we did, there was no way he was choosing us over Barca.
no.
No.
There was a rumor of us buying him from Barca
Oh, now? I
Like,
mean, come on.
in the winter.
Ah,
Not now. It was in the winter when he was playing less good.
okay.
And then when that rumor came around, everyone was like, "Oh, he's shit. Don't buy him." So, you know.
I do agree with Soul Sniper that Udogie looks knackered. I'm a
Yeah.
bit concerned. We've got a Premier League game. He's going to start again, and he's a little bit
Spence.
injury prone.
Spence,
We
baby.
should have brought Spence, unless Spence starts
Go on.
against
Go on,
Palace.
Johnson. Oh, too hard.
Story of my life.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yep, I get where your O comes from, Howard.
He's saying, please, can I have your shirt? He's sent it to Mikey Moore. Is he going to give it to him? Is he going to give him a shirt?
Oh, an Odegaard goal would have been so nice. No, that was not a. I would be interested. Anthony stretchered off with an injury. Ooh, that's not good.
Wow, because I read this morning they were looking to get rid of him.
How do you get rid of that
Could be offside,
contract?
surely. I'd say that the first half of the second half was promising. Second half's been a bit
Yeah.
nah.
When we stopped feeding Mikey.
Yeah.
God. Samu Omarodian is just scoring for fun. I wouldn't hate Spence starting over Destiny for Palace, depending on his fitness level.
Yeah, if he's
Yeah,
fit,
I think we should do it.
I definitely want Spence starting against City.
Yeah.
Oh.
It would be nice to get a second goal just to put this game to bed for injury time. Come on.
I mean, against 10 men, this would be embarrassing if we don't hold on.
Good
Oh my
coverage.
goodness! Straight through him, Quackman.
Looks like quite a young team, this AZ team. A lot of very young looking players.
If you think of it, Dutch teams in general tend to be quite young because they get all the kids, and if
players
anyone's
get
any
bought.
good, they move off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the case in most non.
I'm laughing at Howard's.
Yeah, I saw it.
Dragerson is strong though, isn't he? You don't see him
Yes,
get
he
brushed off the
is.
ball.
He has a lot of upper body strength.
Mhm.
I think if
He
we
just
have to
needs-
end up selling him, go on, sorry, Dij.
He just like the thing is like a lot of his issues are issues that we kind of had with Romero when he first moved to. It is played Italian football for too long,
Mm.
where it's just like the pace isn't that like what it is here.
Mm.
So like I'm not like all of the issues that I've seen from him like in this game in particular, I'm not too worried about. I don't know if we'll end up selling him, but I'm kind of enjoying these like 5, 6 out of 10 performances. So it's not exactly putting him in the shop window.
And that is how Stu's second child was conceived.
Oh, Odebear. He's got hurt on his foot.
Oh,
He was on side as well. That would have been amazing. And he's got hurt in the process.
Oh no, I hope it's not a bad injury.
No.
Does it look bad?
No, he's just on the floor. Wow.
Oh, he got studs on his foot. It's gonna be painful, but hopefully nothing.
Yeah, I don't think this isn't anything.
VAR,
Oh,
VAR,
Nah, that's not a
VAR,
No,
my
it's-
lord.
Oh, that's
game is
brutal.
VAR,
That's a brutal challenge, though.
VAR, my
I know, but the game's gone.
lord.
Though.
I don't know. I don't think it's for pen. I think it's for.
A red. I think it's
say
for
that's
red.
a red.
It's not for a pen. It's
Oh,
a red.
okay.
Yeah. VAR, my lord.
Yeah, I wouldn't assume they would do anything with that. That's not
VAR.
enough. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know. It's weird. It's not. That's
It's
one of
not
those
a red.
ones.
No, I mean it wasn't. I mean, if they give penalties for that, the game's gone.
Like that's why I'm saying it's I would be looking at it for a red, not a pen. It says penalty check, but like it's similar to the Bruno red, I think.
For me, the Bruno was more because he slipped, but he clearly intentionally,
Well,
to me,
yeah,
was.
That's why this one wasn't red.
Yeah.
But it's the high boot studs up connection with the above the ankle. That's you got to look at that every time. I think.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Why did we take that so quickly?
Stupid.
Must be full time now, right? You guys are a bit ahead of me, and I'm in.
We are in the injury time of the extra time. So it was given 3 minutes, and I'm at 3:15, and they're still playing.
Do you prefer this format or the old one? Groups versus the table.
I like this one.
Yeah,
Like,
me too. Keeps it interesting.
having like Barcelona and having
Time's up.
having teams play like big teams play each other consistently, I think is really cool.
Mm.
At least in the
I think as well as if you win your first 3 games, it's over in your group.
Yeah.
Whereas now, it's still stuff to play for.
Yeah, you're pretty much, if you're in the top 8, you're pretty much always playing to like skip around.
Yeah. So there's still something to play for because you want to finish in the top 8 of everybody. And I like the fact that the Champions League bottom teams don't come down anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I do like that as well. That's convenient for us.
Yes,
Hopefully it's just for this season.
Richard Allison and Madison having a hug.
Yeah.
Good
And
to
the
see.
Suma getting in there.
Mikey Moore and Barrywell having a little cuddle.
Well, look,
Or what
it wasn't
performance.
It wasn't the greatest game overall, but highlights were Mikey Moore having a really good 30 minutes. Good performance from Dragusin. Ben Davies, the silent 7 out of 10, which he always is.
I think from what I saw, I wasn't here I don't think I was here when Bergvall got subbed off, but I think that he was just exhausted. Because like he went down with cramps like twice in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm hoping it was cramp because he was holding his hammy. That was what I was a little bit worried about. But
yeah, but he's walking around. He's fine.
Thanks, Wayne.
Fine.
Yeah.
Pleasure for you to join. Make sure you subscribe today. If you're not subscribed, we've got more coming, mate. Thanks for joining in again. Good to see you each week, and we'll be back. Well, actually, I'll be doing this again on Sunday. Whoever's joining, Stu or Deej, if you guys are around. That's a away game. It's evening, I think. It's late.
Oh yes, 7 a.m. Woo!
It's a good time. Get up, have your bacon sarnie, watch the game, have a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Nice early wake up on a Sunday.
So we'll be back for. So please, if you could quickly before you leave, hit like if you're leaving, and subscribe if you don't, because 70% of our regular listeners don't subscribe, but they come in every week to listen. You don't need to subscribe. Because we'll be doing the Palace game this weekend as well, live watch long, and we've got Rob Daly and Flav Bateman coming on this month for the main podcast. Next month for the main podcast, sorry.
To discuss Boxing Kangaroo's comment, the B team still the way to go. I think I'm gonna be honest.
Great to see you, by the way, Greg. Sorry, go on, Deej.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that the first half looks different if it's Odegaard on the left instead of
100%.
Or
even Odegaard on the right and Mikey on the left.
Yeah. Just having. I think that our B team is definitely not gonna. Our B team would not win the Europa League. I don't think. I think that's. No. But I don't think that that's necessarily the point that we should be expecting to be at with the kind of wages that the amount of money that we have. There's essentially one team in the world that can do that, and that's Manchester City, and they don't even do that anymore. We don't have the ability to have a full-on B team that can just go in and beat anybody outside of the top 6 of the Prem.
But 7 wins from 8, Deej. 7 wins from 8 for a manager with no plan B.
Yeah.
A suicidal high line. Surely that can't be right.
The bloke's got no idea of tactics, doesn't make changes.
Yeah, and 7 wins and 8.
Doesn't make subs.
Bloody hell. And Palace next, so it's no guaranteed points in the league. Doesn't matter who you're playing. Nuno's Tottenham beat Man City in their prime, right? But if we were to get a result against Palace, that could put us back in the top 4 with 8 wins from 9. Madness. With all the stat kind of people who love stats showing us in these graphs, not just being the top of chances created and matches dominated in terms of possession, duels, dribbles, time in the opposition box, but not by a little bit, by freaking off the scale in these things at the moment. So something's clicking. I think it's finally clicking under Ange, and it's maybe, just maybe, it's clicked and it's not clicking anymore.
I was just listening to the Madison interview, and they asked him about the Ritchie penalty discussion. And he said that they both wanted to take it. He was like, okay, I'm a senior player, I'm pulling rank. And then he said he had a conversation with himself after he took the ball and said, well, actually, no, Ritchie's coming back. Ritchie's a striker, needs a goal. So I think he showed some maturity there.
Yeah, that's the best thing that
that's nice
can happen there. Yeah, I think it's good to see that someone didn't have a fit.
And I'm glad he scored, because that would have been awkward.
Yeah.
Smile without more, ain't that the truth?
It's a good point from Soul Sniper though that Radu always plays with a makeshift centre back, so it is much harder for someone like Dragusin because he's not playing alongside.
Wasn't he playing alongside Van der Ven when he got sent off, or was he playing against Davis?
He was actually. He was, but he's never had a consistent partner. We all know, the best centre back partnerships are consistent partnerships.
Yeah,
Toby and Jan, Vidic and Ferdinand, Terry and
Baresi, Maldini.
Yeah, exactly.
And Martinez.
Dragusin's the other good thing is with Dragusin, in pretty much every era apart from Toby and Jan I can think of, he'd be a starting centre back for us.
Yeah.
So the level which we've risen in quality there is really good, but it's going to make signing that 4th centre back really hard. Maybe Ben Davies is the limit. How do you convince someone to go sit behind these guys? You'd have to paint it as Ewan van der Ven's backup, but they've got to believe in themselves that they could take that spot. Yeah, I think the best thing next is to find the Udogie backup.
I think the best thing is the perfect solution is to find Ben Davies, but 10 years younger. That's what we need.
Yeah,
we need someone who can cover both positions reasonably well.
Well, I mean, we've got Vukcevic, who will definitely be the 4th centre back next summer.
He is on
yes,
real.
He is amazing.
He's scored more goals than Anthony this season.
Yeah.
3 more goals than Anthony this season.
Yeah,
The kid is amazing.
Unbelievable.
Aerial threat as well, which is what we need.
Definitely need that. Definitely need that. He's the next Virgil van Dijk and Mickey van der Ven hybrid.
he's still Westerlo's top scorer in the league.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Insane.
That is mental. A centre back is top goal scorer.
He's a 17-year-old center back.
And he's Tottenham's centre back.
He's Tottenham's center back.
When does he come and join us?
Next
January?
Summer, right?
No,
Next summer, yeah.
Next summer.
Yeah.
That'll be
Yeah.
exciting. It'd be interesting to see if we do sell, because a lot of people are linking Dragusin away because he wants more minutes.
We need
If we
4
were
centre
forced
backs.
to sell him.
We will not.
If we were forced to, though. No?
If
I
we were
think-
forced to, because the thing that I thought when I saw his agent came out with some comments, but the problem is that Phillips isn't even starting for Stoke. He's struggling to get games there, so we'd need to find another centre back then if he left.
Oh, yeah. So Phillips isn't really having a great loan.
No.
That's a shame. It's a shame because he had a really good loan at Plymouth Argyle, didn't he?
He did have a great
Yeah.
line.
Great one.
Martin, can't smile without more. No, we can't. It was a brilliant 30 minutes in the second half from him where he had that. He showed us everything we were desperate. Our expectations are so ridiculously high when it's a youth academy player. We're like, he better tear them to shreds. Otherwise, nothing else is good enough. And he way outperformed Timo Werner his whole game within 30 minutes on the left wing. So yeah, it's exciting times. I think we got Sonny's air. If you keep rotating minutes in for more over the next 2 years on that left wing,
Yeah.
when the time
100%.
comes in 2 or 3 seasons that Sonny's no longer able to start, it would be great to say more you're starting and Sonny you're coming off the bench and kind of let the air pass the torch. But what needs to happen before that happens is Sonny needs to win a trophy with us before he can be
True.
kept. We need, it could be the Europa League or we just have to have Son as captain lifting a trophy.
Yeah.
He just needs that legacy. He
Yeah.
deserves it.
This
more
season
than
he's
anyone.
lifting 3 cups.
True.
Yeah. Well, this season, yeah, he's getting 3. Yeah.
Exactly.
So he get those 3, then he can go to Saudi Arabia on £300 million transfer on £100 million a day and go down as one of the greatest ever players for Spurs. And Mikey Moore will come in and be
I
top
don't know
goal
if he's.
scorer.
I can't see him going to Saudi, to be honest. I can see him going to the US before he goes to Saudi.
I think that's fair.
James Madison
This-
quote. From minute 45 to 65, we thought we had Neymar on the left wing. That's the truth.
Ooh.
Ain't that the truth?
Ain't
I
that
think
the
it's a good
truth?
point about Chaffee that I've heard amazing things about Dorrington, but Ange doesn't give me the impression that he sees Dorrington as
Yeah.
having.
I mean,
that much
also
of a
though, I
future.
do think that center back is like the position where you have to be like the oldest to break through. So I don't know. I feel like unless you're like a freak like Vuskovic,
Yeah.
plenty of center backs break through at like 21,
Yeah.
22,
No, 'cause
even
it's
24, 25. Like it's
It's a position where positioning is important, and
Yeah.
that's something you learn with playing
Oh,
and
yeah.
and age.
Morning, Terry, by the way. Hello from Oz. How you doing, mate? Good to see
Sean
you.
back in the house.
Where is Sean the Gooneslayer? Oh, there he is. I was going to ask where is Sean. Sean, do you want to quickly pop in before we finish off? We got 5 more minutes left before we finish off. Let me put the chat link if anyone would like to hop on the show and talk with us live in here. Just before you do though, turn notifications off your phone, because when you hop in, you'll have 2 million requests on every social media page you have from people trying to follow you. Okay. But if you'd like to join, you can join us here. It's gone in the chat. So if anyone wants to hop in, you are welcome. If you want to chat, just summarize the game. You are welcome in there. And if you would like to become a member, it would be awesome because you would support us in getting more guests like Rob Daly and Vlad Bateman and others that are joining us soon.
Still 19. I thought he was 20.
Who's that? Sorry.
Ashley Phillips.
Yeah,
I
he's still
mean,
he's a,
I've
he's
still
a
got a
kid.
while to
yeah,
go.
We bought him when he was only 18,
he's got that.
and
Don't worry
I think
about
Dorrington's only 19 as well. I think.
I think that sounds right.
We were just a little off in terms of box sharpness. Yeah, but as we said, it was the B team, right? For a B team performance, it was a good performance.
But
For
also,
an A team performance, it wasn't.
if you think about the B team, we had Werner, who's got no confidence whatsoever. Richie, who's only just come back from injury.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
who has like 8 first team minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not a surprise that and Bergwall as well. He's kind of at a stop start. Not
That's
amazing.
another. Speaking of players who I think performed quite well, I think Bergwall had a fantastic.
Very
Me
very
too.
good game. Very, very good
First game that since he joined us, I thought, yeah, I can see the real promise. I'm not talking about the friendlies. Friendlies looked amazing. I mean, first competitive game that I thought, yeah.
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 I mean, it's
Tell you
really
what,
one of his first games.
I'll play a game with you guys. The keep one, sell one. Sell
one?
Keep one, release one.
Oh,
And when you release them,
no
they
transfer
join
fee.
Arsenal on a free transfer.
Let's
So
we
keep
can't
one,
at least like West Ham.
release
So they don't
one.
do-
And
It goes
I'm
to
giving
Arsenal
them
free
Timo.
transfer,
They're having Timo Werner.
and sell one for 100 million. Right? I'll give you the
Okay.
3 players. Well, actually, I'm just going to say keep one and release one, and then one goes to Arsenal on a free transfer. And disown Spurs in the process. Heung-min
Sol
Son
Campbell. No.
or Mikey Moore. Oh, that's a tough one, isn't it? That's a tough one.
I'm not letting Mikey Moore go because we've got him for another 15 years.
Yeah, I think that's the correct answer is unfortunately Mikey Moore because of the future, but I would simply not allow this to happen. Is my answer to this question. This is evil.
I don't know about you guys, but just the idea of Son leaving upsets me. I just love that guy so
I do
much.
too. I can't imagine him if he plays anywhere. I go back and like watch like old like Bundesliga games that he's in for like random reasons. Like I see them on or see highlights of him. It's weird seeing him not in a Tottenham kit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So you've got one joins Arsenal on a free.
I'm sending them Timo Werner.
And the other joins Chelsea on a free.
Jesus Christ.
And the other signs a 10-year contract with us.
The only way
Mickey van der Ven, Destiny Udogie, Pedro Porro.
I'm keeping Mickey. The other two can go.
Keeping Mickey over Porro.
Yeah. No one's touching Mickey for me.
You know what I hate to say? I could see Porro at Chelsea.
Yeah, he is a Chelsea player, isn't he?
Could see it. Don't know why. Could see him in a Chelsea kit.
We just
can't see Van der Ven in anyone else's kit.
We just need to hope that that Liverpool.
Oh, Howes is in.
Hello. Hey. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you're fine, mate. How are you?
How's it going?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah. Nice to see you all. Nice to join it.
Nice to see you, mate. Where did you watch the game today?
At home, mate. At home.
Yeah.
I had TNT Sports on, and I had the headphones in so that I could just tag along with this as it was going along.
Oh, nice. What do you make of the game? Happy with it?
Yeah, could have done with another goal because that Poku was very speedy, and I just felt like I was just waiting for Forster to pass it to them, or we did a lot of just pissing about with it.
Yeah.
Towards the end where we didn't need to, and occasionally, and I hate to be that guy to go, just boot it, Rosehead. I was that guy who actually shouted that.
Sometimes it is better to do that though. When you've got a keeper who can't play with their feet.
yeah. But Mikey Moore was just phenomenal in that second half. It was
that
very
20-minute
quiet first
spell.
half, but yeah, he was just. I mean, the whole lot just came on after half time with like tricky boots on, and we just looked great, but we just didn't have the end product, unfortunately. But you know,
No. Would you
It'll
cancel
come.
Would you cancel Werner's contract in January?
I wouldn't cancel it, but I would certainly say, mate, you know, if you want to go, I would go if I were you, bud, and just say
Yeah.
it quietly, you know.
That's what I think is happening.
It sounds like that's what's happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think same
Especially
thing.
now
Like,
that
You
Odegaard
know,
is
go and play for like Southampton or something, you know, Ipswich.
I don't think the Premier League's for him.
no.
I think he needs to find it. Yeah, he needs to find a European league, maybe Italy.
I'd
Yeah,
look
but
at it as a.
Could look at
He's
him like an
fast,
alien.
though,
when
isn't
you
he?
take him to that game.
But would you say, like, I don't actually feel that bad for him because I feel like he's blagged 165k a week when he's worth 30k a week.
Yeah.
So he's able to now, like, he's able to end his career in a position where he's going to earn more money than he ever should have. And he's played for bigger clubs than he ever really should have. So he's just overachieved and kind of got found out. So just like disappear into the darkness now and enjoy your money. He would be perfect to go to Saudi or go to the US. Make a shitload of money over there again.
Don't bring him here. I don't want to see him.
Yeah, go play for Inter Miami.
He's the
Yeah.
one player that we've brought in that I don't understand why Ange insisted on bringing him back. I could understand the January gamble when we brought him on the loan because that made sense, but that we committed to bringing him back so early in the summer, I really didn't understand.
I think the thought process was he wasn't terrible
No,
for us before he got injured, and then I guess the thought process is you'd like bring that form back.
I was
Yeah.
I was happy with it, to be fair, because I thought that when he did play, I know he got injured right towards the end, but when he did play, he was creating chances. He was creating a lot of chances for Johnson. Johnson was tucking him in at the back post, and he
Yeah.
was there at the back post getting a few as well. And he scored that lovely goal against Villa in the 4-0 win. I think it was against Villa, wasn't it? It was a beauty. And I thought, oh yeah, he's coming on. It's coming on. He'll take that. And then he got injured. And I was hoping he'd come back that sort of start Werner, because he is fast. He does stretch teams, you know.
Yeah.
It's just almost, you'd almost feel like actually they could just go, do you know what? It's Werner. Just let him go. He's not going to do anything.
yeah,
That's the problem. Is that he creates a lot of questions, like hypothetically with his like speed, and like his final ball isn't his like crossing is pretty okay. The problem is that teams just know that they can play him in a way that basically minimizes the effect of those of those strengths.
it's like in basketball where you got that bloke on the perimeter for the 3-pointer that you don't have to bother marking because you know he's not going to knock it down anyway.
Exactly. That's why those guys like don't exist anymore. Like the big men who can't shoot are getting phased out to basketball for a second. It's the same thing with
He's
Werner.
just turned into Soldat. Yes, sorry, dude.
That's all good. I was just gonna say you need to be rounded in like every position in every sport these days, and unfortunately, when like the game is decided on like a few chances where it's between you and the keeper, and you have to put the ball in the net, and you cannot do that to save your life. It's just.
Yep. Alas, it was a win, and Mikey Moore's resurgence is timing with Timo Werner's decline. Maybe they're connected in the universe.
I think Odegaard looked really good as well.
Yeah, I
I
did
did
as well.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I think, in general, there's a lot more positives than the negatives.
Yeah.
I mean, Ange again made, the halftime sub that was needed. The kids, I think, all, looked a little bit more promising than before. Sorry?
I said the kids were kind of our best
Yeah.
players, and Final Ben, of course, but.
Even Forster didn't look as bad as he did, against Coventry. So it was all positives. We're 9 points from 3 games, top 8, looking good. Hey,
Shawnee boy's in as well.
Doing it,
I
Slayer.
was
Hey,
just
mate.
about. I was just about to say I would need to go to bed to see my wife, but I'm
I was going
definitely
to say
staying
the
on.
same thing. Quarter past one, but if
It's
Sean's
all
in
right.
the
I
house,
won't keep you up, Jim. It's okay. No problem.
Nice to
My-
see you not backstage for once with a green face.
about to say,
I know. I
not
got the
painted.
evening off because we got a 9-show week, so I get one show free because I only have a contract to do 8. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Nice.
so I managed
That worked out
to
well.
sit in peace and watch the whole game. Yeah, but unfortunately, I had I think I must have been about like 3 or 4 minutes behind you guys. So
Oh, really that
I had to have you guys on mute because I was like, no, what's going on?
So what's your
Yeah.
take on tonight's game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good game. I mean, we controlled the game well. And we didn't give up that many chances, which is good. I liked Mikey Moore looked amazing. Those 20 minutes in the second half on that. I mean, he's clearly wasted on the right hand side. That makes no sense to put him over there
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because he
He's
keeps
twice
trying
the
to
player on
come
the left.
inside on his weaker foot, which makes no sense. But
Mm-hmm.
he's not going to go outside, is he?
No.
Which is a little bit of a worry because, is he going to end up in the same kind of thing as Kulusevski, where eventually he works
Essentially.
out as one of the 8s? Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got too many of those then. I don't
We've
know.
got
He's 17.
What would be interesting as well is we look at the squad that Ange inherited versus now.
Mm.
It's pretty unrecognisable now when you look back at our team that he had because we had Kane up front. We didn't have a 10. We didn't have Maddison, and Kulusevski was a right winger. Left
Who
wing.
was our 10 before
We
Madison joined?
We didn't have one.
Didn't
we
have
went like
one. We played
5
with,
years
like,
without one.
8 at the back.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. It was terrible.
We had the Hoybier.
Sorry,
Bentancur.
someone's just woken up, so I just got to put
Oh,
it
no worries.
I think we relied on Bentancur, didn't we? And then if
Yeah.
Bentancur wasn't there, Kulu did it a little bit, maybe, but not really.
Skip.
I just
Winks.
Basuma, but then again, he hardly played either.
So we had, I'll read them out for
Højbjerg.
you.
Wait, Højbjerg.
We had Richarlison and Kane were our strikers. Mora was our right winger.
Lucas. How could I forget Lucas?
Perisic and Hill and Danjuma were our left wing options with Son.
Remember left wing back Perisic?
Yeah, we had Kulusevski was our right winger. Harvey White, Oliver Skip, Yves Basuma, Bentancur and Højbjerg were our midfield options. Matt Doherty was our right back. Long and Tanganga.
Oh my God, Longley.
Ben Davies was left back. Davison Sanchez and Eric Dyer was centre backs.
Oh my God.
Romero, actually, we did have Romero as well, but he was barely available according to this.
To be fair,
and then Hugo Lloris in goal.
When you look at that, what Conte did in his first season to get us 4th was a miraculous job.
Yeah.
To be fair, that 4th place finish when we finished above Arsenal in their 3rd season under Arteta,
when we stuffed them,
that was
3-0 at home.
impressive. That was impressive. Yeah, that was impressive. To be fair, but that squad really sucked. We didn't really have Mora and Kulusevski are right wing. We don't really have a right winger. Left wing, we've only got Son. You're not going to include Danjuma, Hill, or Perisic, really, because Perisic is also our left wing back.
And he refused to play Danjuma on principle.
Yeah, and right back as well. Doherty and Royale, Doherty, Royale, and Tanganga at right back. Those were our options.
I liked Doherty at Wolves.
I did at Wolves.
Doherty was the player.
Wolves. Yeah.
He did create chaos for us, didn't he?
But a centre-back partnership of Dyer and Sanchez. God.
Solanke, yeah, he's good. He's good. He definitely needs to get a few more goals in. Hopefully that will come as the season goes on. But yeah. No, that squad has been... It's amazing. That is in 1 year we've swapped Lloris for Vicario. We've swapped Royale for Porro. Sanchez and Romero is now Van de Ven and Romero.
Davies,
Udogi is replaced.
Davis.
Who was our left
Oh,
back?
Reggie.
Perisic.
Davies?
Re-
Oh, Reggie.
Oh, Regulon, yeah,
Perisic,
yeah. Regulon.
Perisic and Regulon are Conte
Yeah.
backs.
I forgot about Reggie.
Yeah, it's changed. Like, it's crazy. We've changed 18 of our 25-man squad has changed, which is crazy in 1 year under Ange.
I mean, to be fair, we've spent a lot of money since Ange joined.
We have.
I
Not
can
enough,
tell you
though.
how
We
much.
got a load.
Not enough.
We got 84 million for Kane.
Oh my God.
But,
you wanna
we've
know-
spent about 500 million.
If you take out Kane, do you want to know what our squad from the 22-23 season is worth now when you add it all up, apparently?
Oh god, like
10
$8.
million. About 2 bags of crisps and a
30 million euros, it says here.
Yeah,
Wow.
so like
Because
Oh.
Lloris is worth... Well, no, actually, no, that can't be right because Romero's in there.
No.
No, I'm reading it wrong.
No, and
That's
Eric
the-
Dyer's
I'm reading it
gotta be
wrong.
worth something. He's playing for Bayern.
I'm reading that wrong. Squad details by position. Our goalkeepers were valued at 5 million. That was Lloris and Forster and Whiteman.
I'll disagree
what
with you, Ashraf. Conte was backed to the money we had at the time. It wasn't that we didn't back him.
Yeah, we
also
spent-
like chose some shit players in his
Yeah.
defense. Not in his defense, in the club's defense.
Yeah. He chose a lot of these guys as well. He was like, I
And-
want
and-
Bastoni, so we're not going to get him.
And he made a big fuss about not wanting Spence, and Spence is showing that he's got the right characteristics.
Yeah, true. Oh, we lost Howard.
And you can't, and I don't think you can win leagues any longer in playing that kind of football, that kind of negative football.
At
Well,
least
he's
not
top of the league in Italy.
Yeah, Italy's different. Italy's
Really?
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's having a good season in Italy.
I
Yeah.
think with VAR now, it kind of leans towards attacking football.
That's actually an interesting
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought.
Mm,
I do think I agree with
true.
that.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
makes
good
sense.
point.
No worries, Howard.
Yeah, because
Great
now,
to see
now
you,
you
Howard,
get the
mate.
decisions that you weren't getting before. Did you guys
Exactly.
see? Did you see Danny Baker's? Was it Danny Baker? His complaint about the about VAR giving offside for Kane yesterday.
I
But he-
did not
he was-
see it, but I'm sure it was well.
He was like,
That's
"Oh, it's
true.
outrageous!" Right? But he was offside. It's like, well,
Yeah.
that's what
That's the
the whole
thing,
point
is
of
people are
VAR
like-
was brought in. Offside's
Mm.
offside. It's black and white.
Yeah, offside is like the easy. It's like the rule that I think VAR is like the best for, especially with the semi-auto offside. Like I think that stuff is incredible. Like
It's great. I still love the rule to tweak. Me personally, I'd love it to be that it gets measured from the point that you scored with.
that would be interesting.
Mhm. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do potentially like I don't know. I do think maybe it would be different, like different measurement places, but I don't know. I think that offsides is so good with VAR because it's so objective. Like I'm sorry, like yeah, like you being like saying that someone is like being half a millimeter in front isn't giving an advantage to the player, I think is wrong. And like I understand like the argument that like you're essentially even, but you're not even,
Exactly.
and the game is a game of inches. Like we know this. Like City won a title because the ball was like this close to going over but didn't.
Yeah.
I think Howard makes a good point there. VAR has been way better this year.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like the times
This-
we moan about it are over very ambiguous arguments. Like the Gooners have moaned about it. But even then you're like, the decisions are genuinely very
Right.
arguable and close. They've stayed out of non-clear and obvious decisions mostly.
I do think I agree with that. I think honestly, like I know people love to moan about the referees like every game, but I genuinely think if they cleaned up some of the stuff that goes on with corners at certain corner kick routines, I think other besides that, I haven't really had much to complain about in terms of refereeing this season. I think it's been
Right, guys. I need to drop.
There's just one
Yeah.
thing. I don't understand the interfering with play on offside. The Man City goal that was given, actually, and it was never really talked about, but is it the first or the second goal for Newcastle against us? Our defender's gone up clearly to head a ball, which then comes off the top of his head that lands to somebody who was in an offside position. He would never challenge to make that header if that player wasn't there. Clearly, he's interfering with play. I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's I don't know. That the rule on that is like basic. Realistically, it's at this point the way that it's judged is if you are face guarding the goalkeeper, that's bad. Other than that, you can kind of do whatever you want.
To be honest, I didn't see any issue with the Man City goal.
I didn't either.
No, me neither. I don't see that at that point. He didn't seem to draw the any attention from the goalkeeper whatsoever. But you see in other issues where the defender's clearly backing off, thinking that a run is going that way.
Yeah,
I understand. I'm with you on that because it clearly is in the back of the mind of the defender, which plays a role.
Yeah, of course.
I do think that's interesting, but I don't think I've ever seen a goal chalked off for that. But maybe it should be. I agree. I don't know. I'm not a lawmaker. I don't make the rules. The less time I spend thinking about the rules of soccer, the happier I am. I think generally.
Right, just kicked DJ out for saying soccer. That's it. Ban user for life. Click. He's gone.
Oh, I don't understand the obstruction role either. Like when I played as a kid,
watch Arsenal, man.
If you stepped in front of somebody not with no issue of playing the ball, that was considered obstruction. It happens all the time now.
Yeah, I'm with you because obstruction's supposed to be the ball has to be within playing distance. I was watching the Burnley game yesterday for obvious reasons, and the Burnley player was going, and the defender went straight in front of him, and the ball was 10 yards away, and clearly moved in front of the attacker to stop him, and the referee said play on. I was like, that's clearly a foul. And they don't apply the rule anymore.
I don't know. Obstruction. I think obstruction is one of those things that because it's so blatantly exploited, for lack of a better word, by a specific club that gets up in arms when they are adjudicated against in any way, shape, or form. I think it's one of the things that is going to have to be slowly phased out. I do not think that the Premier League will enjoy if the strategy of basically setting a pick on the goalkeeper and just throwing it up to the back post is something that becomes commonplace in the game of soccer.
I've got to end the stream in a couple of minutes, guys, but just want to say quickly, there's a good question from, I want to read up Vincent's and Jay's as well. Do you think Ange will be brave enough to start more? I think brave's maybe the wrong word. I think he'll just prioritize Sonny because Sonny's had a rest and it's a safer option to play Son. He's more showing great potential, but Sonny is obviously a higher quality player right now.
I think we also have to recognize the difference between the Premier League and AZ.
Yeah, agree.
No offense to AZ, but it's still for him. I think it's still substitute appearances.
When anyone starts a sentence with no disrespect to or no offense to, it means this is 100% offensive, but I don't want you to get offended by it.
But so you know what
I'm going to caveat that with you're shit, but don't take it personally.
But that's the thing is, like, I'm not saying they're shit. They're very good.
Just took an AZ jersey and you just put it in, you peed on it and then you just put it on a fire.
Yeah, you're right.
Burnt it in front of a family of AZ fans.
As a PSV fan who beat them at the weekend.
Yeah. Vincent Quigley, I think VAR should allow cricket go the on-field decision unless it's obvious error. I completely agree. I think that's what they've done this season, to be fair. They've been less involved, and that's why it's been better. As Sean said.
A lot quicker, a lot less stupid on-field delays.
Yeah. Guys, I got to
complain
jump.
about them when they're
Yeah,
bad. I
me too.
gotta give them props when they're good. Yeah, I got enough.
Good night,
It's
guys.
one-
Love you all.
Great
Thank you,
stream.
Sean, jumping
Yep.
in, Sean. See you,
Night,
Stu.
everyone.
See you, Deej. See
Good
you all.
luck.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I know that's like generic white noise because everyone on YouTube says it. But actually, if you do click those buttons, it does help us out. All the best, guys. Up the
Cheers.
Spurs. See you for
Up the
Palace. We'll be there for a Palace watch along. So subscribe so you don't miss it. See you later. Bye, 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 bye.
See ya.